Shout out to all the brothers. We're about to crank it up. All right, man. Shout out to all you brothers. Glad you are in the building. Look, man, this is going to be a good show. Got my brother already in the back, brother Sergeant Sosua. Make sure now he's always on the show. Make sure you go and subscribe to this brother. He's in Sosua, lives in Sosua. He knows the game on Sosua. Solid brother. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. It's in the description. But I want to discuss some things, man. Look, I got hit up by so many guys. Now, this question is kind of a tricky one. Because look, people been saying Sosua is what's going to be over forever. Look, I was on the island for dang near 2 years before I even went to the North Coast because the people was telling me Sosua was dead. Sosua is like the night of the living dead, man. It never dies. It just keeps going back. So, but what brothers was talking about too was now the sister girls are starting to follow the brothers. You know, they're going to eventually start following you, man. Like, I got fooled into a consultation thinking it was a man, but it was a chick. Now, look, she was a stud, but still in all, she wants to come to Sosua herself to do a reset herself. And it's like, I was trying to get her to go to Punta Cana or go somewhere else. And then a brother sent me a video of an American chick, a black chick, going to Sosua, talking down on it, talking about the brothers. She made a YouTube video talking about the stuff that she saw. And now there was, at least last week, there was a couple of sister girls in Sosua. So the brothers say, it's the party over. Now, are the sister girls going to come? I try to tell them go to Punta Cana or go stay in Jamaica where they at, but they're going to really, they're going to start following the brothers, man. And shout out to the Blue Book Passport Cartel. You're not in our group, man. What are you doing? Make sure you get in the group. It's a good thing. It can save your life. So without any further ado, I'm going to add my brother to the stage. My brother, Sergeant. How you doing, my brother?
What's going on? What's going on? I appreciate you.
Man, glad to see you in here. But man, before we go any further, man, shout your channel out, man. Let the brothers know what your channel is all about.
Yeah, so thanks to you, Uncle Jay, my boy John, it kind of motivated me to do it. It's the page is called Sergeant Sosua. I'm a military vet, 20 years, retired, living in Sosua, living my best life. It's peaceful, it's great. Pretty much what I'm trying to do is help vets move abroad and find a better life and get off the plantation and find a better way to find some peace, find some mental health, financially be stable, and just live a better life. You dedicate, most of your life to the country and to your family. So, maybe now it's time for you to dedicate some of that time to yourself.
Man, that's a good answer because that's the whole thing. People travel and do things for like different reasons. That was my biggest thing, man, because I told you I was suffering, like I was going through mental anguish in the United States, and I reached a level even financially, rebuilding myself financially, but I lost everything 2 or 3 times, and I'm quite sure all the men that's listening to this have went through the same thing, man. Went through hills and valleys. So, but I realized that I was suffering my own type of PSD. I was suffering these things, and when I went to the Dominican Republic, I never had that again. It just evaporated, and I never been the same. And this without even going to Sosua. Then when I went to Sosua, I saw the other side of the game. This was Santo Domingo. But bro, when I finally went, because I'm telling you, dudes kept saying, my favorite YouTubers, man, Sosua is dry. Don't waste your time going there. Don't know. And look, and I'm be real. It took Flip. Flip told me, hey man, sometimes people, Flip told me, shout out to Flip Flop. Flip said, some people say that because when you don't know what them happened to them. And real talk, it took me a while to get to the North Coast. I'm talking about a year and a half, 2 years. But when I got there, I see. And look, it took a woman to bring me to the North Coast, bro. I was going to meet a woman in Puerto Plata and end up, her family was having some kind of function. And she begged me to come meet her family. You know, them chicks always want you to meet.
Oh yeah.
Man, instead of going to directly to Port the Plata, I said, well, I can, if I leave today, I can go to Sosua a couple of days and get back with her and her family. That didn't happen. I get to Sosua, and then I'm talking about from the Caribbean tourist bus, these chicks them kidnapped me, and I never made it. And needless to say, their relationship was over. But I understood what all the fuss was about. I got to be around all the brothers, talking with people, kicking it on the beach. And I'm telling you, man, I felt even better now. Santo Domingo is my favorite, but boy, I'm gonna tell you, Sosua, it was a part of the reset I had never ever felt.
It's different. Yeah.
It hits different.
Yeah, it's different.
Sosua is one of the most different places on the island. But before we get into it, give people your origin story. Just sum up your origin story.
You mean as in a
What
sense
made
of
you kind of get off the couch? What made you take that trip? Like, because it takes something to push all of us. It took my boy
definitely.
saying, "Hey man,
Mm,
look, bro, you sitting in the house, bro, you got money. Let's go do a trip." And I'm telling these cats, "Look, let's go to Ethiopia." Then they say, "Well, look, man, let's go to Dominican Republic." I'm like, "Man, I really don't want to go to Dominican Republic."
right.
And needless to say, Dominican Republic was exactly what I needed.
Right.
So, what pushed you all the way to do it?
So, I have some roots in Louisiana. I
Mhm.
was living out there. I was working for the state, bought a home. You know, the whole traditional thing. I was married. At the time, me and my ex, we were moving to Mexico. I had already got tired of everything in the United States. I just couldn't do it anymore. So we were planning, or I was planning on moving to Mexico. Um, it changed for her. I think she got scared. So, went through the whole divorce. Like you said, started losing stuff, had to rent my house out, and ended up moving back to Texas with my mother. Now, here I am, 44 years old, living with my mother, trying to reset, like you talk about all the time, is
Yeah.
starting over your life. Because men, we tend to have to do that a lot after relationships. So I'm trying to reset, and one of my friends from the military, he inboxed me. He said, "Hey man, look like you travel a lot. Like you ever been to Sosua?" I had never heard of it. I had never seen it on TV. I had never been there, anything about it. So first I was hesitant. I said, "Nah, I don't know, man." And then he said, "Watch this video," and it was one of your videos, and it was actually a creep cam video, right? And I watched that video. I said, "Hey, man, I already booked my ticket, man. You just give me the dates. Like I need this reset." So we came out here the first time, and like most of us, you get out here and it's a shock, man. It shocks you from the minute you get off the plane,
Yeah.
right? To see everybody smiling, everybody happy, and you see all these
Mm-hmm.
brothers that look like you, and they not beefing, and they don't even know you. They on the plane talking to you. I met 10 brothers on the flight that I ended up kicking it with 3 days while we was out there the first time. So when I came here the first time, I was almost sold, and then I went back, regrouped, called my best friend, said, "Hey man, I need somebody kind of with a little clearer head that wasn't just out there to cut up, take with me." So I brought him out here. He's more business minded, and
Wait, that's when I met you, right? That's the time I
that's when
met
you
you.
met me. Yep, that's when you met me.
Okay, okay, okay,
Yep,
yeah,
yep. And he came out here and did his business thing, and we kind of more of a chill. And then when I came back, Ronan, I'm gonna tell you, brother, I was sitting in my truck the second time, damn near in tears, brother,
yeah.
reevaluating everything I had ever did in my life. Like, why am I still going back to this plantation when I actually was free for a minute? And when I got back, brother, I sold everything, packed up my dog, and I made the decision to go. And for a lot of military people, a lot of us have been deployed. We've been in other countries where we couldn't speak the
Yeah.
language. You had to stay there a year. You learn how to, move around within the country, what to say, what not to say, respecting the culture, the hearts and minds, and all that stuff. So the transition for me to leave wasn't as tough because I've lived overseas in the military. Military, the army's still taking care of me when it comes to financially to live overseas.
Shout
So
out
I
to the military. Shout
shout
out
out
to the
to the military.
military. Yeah,
So
all the brothers.
yeah, man, I just pulled the trigger and I said, it's time for me. I've dedicated my entire life to serving the country, serving my family, doing everything everybody tells you to be, especially in the black community as a black man.
Mhm.
And holding my hat and my chest out like I've never been to jail, I've never done this, I've never done that. This is what everybody told me to be a man, and I never thought about my happiness. And when I came to Sosua And I met the brothers here, and I seen how peaceful and how you can walk around freely, and everybody was smiling and having a good time. I said, "There's no better place for me to be right now," and that's when I made the
Yeah.
decision, man. I packed up my dog, and I'm here.
Man, you did it OG style. I'm leaving and I'm taking my dog. Me and
and
my
my
dog gonna do
and my
me and my
dog.
real dog
Yeah,
go here and meet
yeah,
my
we
other dog.
go. Yeah, yeah.
And look, shout out to Men on the Move podcast, man.
Shout
I
out
got
to
a
you,
chance
man. On
because
the move.
all the brothers asked me about Men on the Move. Got a chance to talk to the brother. He's doing well. Salute the Men on the Move. He's definitely one of my top brothers. Salute to the brotherhood, man. Thank you for being a member of the channel. All you guys as members of the channel, man. I appreciate you guys, man. All you guys, man. Brother Phil,
My
uh,
mama's
brother
good.
Philip is a solid guy, man. Shout out to him on Jay in the building. A lot of brothers in the building. But let me ask you, man. So when you made that move to Sosua, what are some of the shocks that you saw that kind of trip you out that's different than what you normally see in America? What just trip you out in Sosua?
The women. Let's be real. Let's be real. Okay, that's
Yeah, let's
straight
keep
up.
it a buck. We're
Let's
gonna
keep
keep
it
it
a
a buck
buck.
tonight. Keep it a buck.
You know, we always come on here and say we love our sisters, and we explain why we love them so much.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me tell you something, man. There's nothing I've experienced. Now, I know brothers are from Miami and New York, and they dealt with Dominicans, and I
Yeah.
understand all that, brother.
Yeah, they
But
used to
there's
it. The New
nothing.
York brother, East
It's
Coast,
it's
Miami, but
nothing like a homegrown Dominican. It's just hard for me to compare that to anything else, or Haitian, or anybody in the
yeah,
country. So, the general theme of the country is people are at ease, they're happy, in general.
yeah.
So, when I came here and I started meeting people, and I started meeting the women, and I seen how submissive and nice and sweet and caring, and how they wanted you to meet their family, how family oriented they were, how every Sunday out here in Sosua, the beach is filled with family and
Yeah,
children,
family.
and everybody's having a good time, regardless of what everybody knows what's going on in Sosua.
Yeah,
They take a break, and everybody's with their family. I just didn't see that in back home.
yeah,
I didn't experience that a lot. So that was the key thing. As soon as I touch ground, man, you can feel the energy from the feminine side that just says, "Hey, you're welcome here. I don't care what you did in your past. I don't care how much money you make. I don't care about none of it, your jewels, how flashy you are, none of that stuff. If you treat me good, I'm gonna treat you good." I
yeah.
think that's what a lot of men are looking for
And
in general.
everybody's treated equal. Like everybody
Equal,
in Sosua is
everybody.
treated equal. I remember my first encounter getting off the Caribbean Tours bus. I'm walking down the strip. Woman just grabbed my junk out of the. She caught me off guard. She said, wow! I'm like, hey, what in the hell is going on here? Woman just she
Right.
like Bruce Lee, like, whoa! Just I'm like, hey,
Yeah,
what
man.
in the? I was. It was a different world from me. And shout out to my brother Wesley, man. Really appreciate you, brother, being in the building. Look, man, the woman just grabbed my junk like karate, just like the
Yeah.
iron claw, the tiger claw. And I was like, I'm looking at her like, oh, I'm gonna fit in good over here. All right.
It's right where I need to be.
Fit right where I need to be at. Look, she's like, oh, I'm like, oh yeah.
Man, I
Oh
almost
yeah.
got kidnapped at least twice. I stayed in Los Amigos. You know where that's at.
Mm-hmm.
When I first came out here,
Yeah.
and man, I feel like I almost got kidnapped 3, 4 times by them chicas. Man,
Mm-hmm.
they are aggressive in a good way,
Mm-hmm.
not in a bad way. So to to receive that energy when you haven't received it a good majority of your life, it could be a shock, man. It take a little while to adjust to
Yeah.
that. Yeah, to be able to maneuver through it. So yeah, that was the biggest shock for me, man. The people I tell people I see nothing but beautiful teeth out here all day.
Yeah.
Every day. Smiles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, the women are just, man, they hit different. Like a lot of people I try to tell them, so they'll see some of the creep cam videos and stuff, and they'll say, well, I don't see that many pretty women. And me and even shot on Jay, me and him even talk about it. So Jay, don't listen to don't just go by the
Right.
creep cam video.
Right.
They got women that'll just come through like a unicorn and just throw you the hell off. Like
Oh
you don't know
yeah.
where they come from. Look
Yeah.
like some ninja that made them in a lab. You could just be sitting there with the brothers kicking it,
Chilling.
and a unicorn just come through. You're like, oh my god! Look. The last day, all us was in flip flop talking. We just sitting there talking, and a herd of unicorns just came through. Like what the? Heck? It just froze the whole everything. Brothers got chicken wings in their mouth.
Right.
Like it's like
Can't
it was
talk.
just that kind. It just out of the blue. We don't know where these
Yeah.
chicks come from, so I tell dudes all the time, don't just look at the creep cam
Oh
video.
no.
Don't
No.
just. That's just That's B
No,
team. You
no.
don't even know what the hell's going on. Like when you just because a lot of people, DR has like, DR man is a weird kind of place how people look at it. So they just equate everything to a couple of blocks.
Right,
They don't really understand the whole country, even the whole Sosua. They don't see. It took me even getting outside of Pedro Clasante to see the whole Sosua.
right,
Sosua
right.
has all kind of different things, and it got the good, the bad, and the ugly. And how I feel about all of it, whether it's pay for play, whatever, is just this: whatever people do, they're gonna do anyway. And the biggest part of pay for play in the world is the United States of America. That's the
Man,
biggest pay for play that you will see in your life is the US of
yes,
A.
yes. We
Yeah,
act like Vegas don't exist in
yeah.
America.
In New Orleans,
In
New
New
Orleans,
Orleans,
man.
in Chicago, in New York, in Houston, and all these other places. That's the norm where we just try to
Mhm.
cover things up in our country like that's not what's going on. But
Yeah,
it's very obvious that's what's going on. It's just I heard somebody say the other day that the only difference between what's going on in the United States and what's going on in places like this is they don't want to accept that that's what they're doing in the United States.
yeah.
That's the only difference.
Well, look, here's the thing. I'm gonna trip your head out. Shout out to Yoga in the building. Appreciate you, brother. We're gonna open it up in a little bit. I just wanted to
Yeah,
get with my brother and just talk. But look, here's the thing, man. I try to tell guys, look, here's the thing in the US. US works like this. Women are free as hell in the they can you can't slut shame them. They can
nope.
do
Can't
they
body
can do
shame
the
them.
no, you can't body shame them. They could do the whole stroll, whatever they want to. The
Mm-hmm.
304 stroll. Look, even gay men can. And look, shout out to the gay people. That's what you want to do. But they can go to parades. They can bounce that
Mm-hmm.
ass. Do whatever they want to do,
Mm-hmm.
and nobody says nothing. But the moment a black man or even any man, because America is kind of demasculating, but especially a black man, when we do it, everybody has a problem, especially other black men. They hate to see you win.
Especially,
They,
especially.
especially them cats, they will feel like I'm like, is it okay for a woman to clap cheeks, a gay guy to clap cheeks? But if I want to go clap some cheeks,
It's a
something wrong with
problem.
me? I'm some kind of
It's a
pervert?
problem.
What's wrong
Hmm.
with like
Right.
it's a problem, and it shouldn't be like that.
And
Yeah,
they hold us to a standard that none of them's ever seen. That's what bothers me.
yeah,
You have some of these women, obviously not all of them, that raise these young men to be a certain man that one they've never had and two they never seen. Like in America, especially in our community, we going 2-3 generations. I was talking to a brother this about the other day. We're going 2-3 generations without a positive male in the family. Big
yeah.
Mama been running the family for 50 years, and nobody asked Big Mama why she don't have a man, or why
That's
the
true.
next generation of women don't have a man, or why the next generation don't have a man. So we have these young men trying to live up to a woman's expectations, and all of us know that is impossible
That's
because they
impossible.
will change tomorrow. They'll change when they wake up in the morning. They change when they go through menopause. They change when they have their first
Yeah.
child. So that's what a
I have
lot of
tried,
pressure will
and I know
on.
you
Oh, we
probably have
all
tried.
have.
Being
Oh
married,
yeah.
we all man.
Oh
Look
yeah.
and look. Shout out to brother Flip, man. You got to come to the show sometime, big dog. You gotta jump on every now and then, big dog. But look, I just give you a shout out. You got to jump on every now and then
I
because
was gonna run up
when
in the
it when
spot
it when
tomorrow.
it comes to Sosua, Flip is the man. Like Flip is the weight. Like Flip TaylorMade, and oh boy, Bo Rakes is the reason I
Mhm.
even knew that it even existed. And
Yeah.
Flip them
Yeah.
give me inside history of how Sosua has been. And look, man, shout out to his brother here saying that, man, you got to save yourself. Man,
Yeah.
you're right.
You
We
have
got
to.
brothers
You
got to
have to.
save themselves. Like, look, but you hit on something so important that a lot of us are raised just with women, so we already give them the reverence and nothing against women.
Nothing
But it's
against
time for us to stop. Like you said a couple of streams ago, we gotta stop apologizing for being men.
Yes, brother.
That's
Yes.
real. We gotta be
Yes.
men now, and I think if we do that, then if we respect each other, then everybody else we gonna demand respect. We ain't playing
Demand it.
around with it. Yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta
We're
you
gonna
gotta
demand it.
demand it. But look, did you see these women who have been coming to Sosua lately? All these sister girls.
So
Have
let
you
me
saw any
tell
of it?
you, Rod. So shout out to my girl Cerise, man. That's my homie. She got me my first apartment out here in Sosua.
Yeah, shout out to her if
She
you want an apartment,
yeah,
Reese.
and she interviewed him, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I seen him after she interviewed him on the beach. And brother, when I tell you, you can hear them sisters from the number one shop all the way to shop number 39 on the beach. And
Yeah,
I'm
they were.
talking about just walking around loud. And they're
Mhm.
vets. Shout out to their service. Shout out. I'm not even talking bad about them sisters, but I've been away from that for a period of time.
Yeah.
So when I seen it, it irritated me even more. That you have to be seen, you have to be heard. And there's gorgeous, soul snatching women walking around this beach not saying a peep.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to be seen and have to be heard and have to be loud and and it just kind of showed me like I'm so glad I got away from that. I had gotten used to that behavior when I was in the States. I had started accepting that behavior from women in the States, and I think a lot of us have. But here, when you're here for a while, you look at it like almost like, I hate to say it, how people used to look at us back in the day. Look at them crazy ninjas.
Mm-hmm.
You know, no racism out here. That's another big thing. Nobody cares what you look like or where you're from or anything like that. So in seeing that, I
It
when I
it
tell
rubbed
you,
you.
man,
Well, look, it must have rubbed a lot of people because people. Let me tell you, man. So many dudes. They was like, "Who left the gate open? Who left the?" You
oh
know what I'm saying?
man,
Brothers was
oh
mad.
man,
They were like, "Look, see, I'm like, hey man, it can't be that bad." But they were like, "Nah, bro, these women, this and that," and especially that video that the other woman made about the brothers. And I'm like, "Why are you concentrating on us? Go deal with, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's in Sosua doing their thing, whatever it is, and like, I mean, like, why are you worrying about us?
Well,
Leave us
well,
alone."
I
You
would
know what I'm
ask
saying?
that same sister this question: are you going around snooping around Jamaica and all these other places in
Yeah,
Aruba for these
exactly.
on these girls trips? Right? You put that on one of your streams. When they get off that plane or that boat, they most likely clapping cheeks or
Yeah.
getting my bad, getting their cheeks clapped on
Yeah,
these
clapping.
girls
Yeah,
trips. So
yeah.
I don't see you running around chasing behind these sisters doing the same thing. I think what it is I can't find a man like the ones that are traveling.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. It's it.
And you can admit this too. Look, admit this. This is true. Now you see this, I see this. Look, there are so-called, like they say, Pookies and Ray Rays or cats, who don't really have anything and they come and have they gotta, some of them get stuck in the country.
Yep.
But that's so small. The average dude that you're gonna meet is either a military guy, got some kind of business,
Real
he's
estate.
doing well for real
Mm-hmm.
estate. Like you're a
Mm-hmm.
military guy, I'm a real estate guy. Like most of the men I've met, especially black ones, man, they doing pretty good. they
Yes.
ain't no
Yes.
these ain't no
Yes.
Pookies and Ray Rays type guy.
No, bro.
Dude, I met
No.
with a guy in Santo Domingo. I'm talking to him. This dude was a multi-millionaire, built high rises in Ohio and other places. I'm talking
Mm-hmm.
about a lot of the guys are doing very well. So all this, they could miss me with the passport bros or Pookies and Ray
Mm-mm.
Ray. That
Mm-mm.
that is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
That
I've
is
I've met more black millionaires here than I did my entire life in the States.
exactly.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Brothers that own all kinds of things in the States come over here, invest over here, buy real estate, start businesses, flip. And a lot of these guys that come over here, if you can start a business in multiple countries, you're probably doing pretty well.
You're doing well.
You're doing pretty well.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. So a lot of that, because let me tell you, man, everybody thought the whole passport movement was gonna die down. And there's so many haters of the passport movement. Like a guy told me day before yesterday, just because somebody criticized something don't mean they're hating, which is true. But if every video you make is the passport bros take a L, and you're showing like dudes in Cartagena or Medellin that were child molesters, that's not a passport, bro. This dude come. We will condemn people like that. These are not people that represent, and even in the passport bro or the travel bro community, there's people who believe different things. We don't all believe the same thing. I'm more of a men's rights type of guy. We got some guys that just want to be free. Some guys don't care nothing about certain things. I care about.
No,
I don't want
no.
people getting hooked on child support. I don't want you to be a slave to the system like I was. Took me 20 years to travel. You know what I'm saying? Paying child support. Look, let me give you something real. I read today. Most men, the average man dies at 73 or before. So look, right now, if you're 45 years old, my age bracket, you only have 28 years left to live.
28 years.
Bruh, this is so real when you look. Now, look, I just lost my father. My
Yeah.
father
Those
just
to
died, and
you
my
and family.
grandfather. And look, let me tell you, all you brothers, make sure you got your wheels and stuff in order. If you got kids, I'm dealing with that now. That's kind of why
Mhm.
I'm dealing with stuff in the United States. Make sure this stuff here. I'm telling you guys, we only have a short amount of time. You don't owe nobody snatch.
Nothing.
Take care
Nothing.
of yourself. If you want to go to Thailand, go to Thailand. You want to go to Africa, go to Africa. You want to go to DR, wherever you want to go. If you want to clap cheeks every day, that's your God given right there. Go ahead and do
You
that.
earned it. You earned it.
You earned it because
You
we
earned
spent
it.
our whole life. Keep look, we spent our whole life, Sarge, taking care of somebody. Like you just
Yeah.
said, man, you felt like you done it. You took care of your kids, been married, did everything you can. You served the country, and you still get the kicking the balls. You know?
Yeah. Instantly. And to the people that got something to say about what we doing and calling out these one or two people that's messing with children and stuff, half of y'all got family members that's doing that. You got
Yeah.
an uncle, you got a
Okay, Eddie.
somebody, you got somebody, Uncle Eddie. Everybody got an Uncle Eddie somewhere in their
Yeah.
family, and you ain't marching him down to no police station. So miss me with that. You
Yeah.
know, it's always somebody that has something to say about what other people are doing, and they refuse to look in their own house. So a lot of them people that I just feel like if you're spending so much energy on people that are not bothering you at all, not affecting your family, not affecting your finances, anything, then you just have too much time on your hand. Personally, that's what I feel.
Yeah, a
Uh,
lot of men like I find that a lot of men, but not. It's like it's kind of like a black thing that
it
we do.
definitely is. It
Look, I
definitely
just
is.
saw this in Africa. Look, I just saw this Africans doing the same thing, bro. You know how the algorithm is a mug. Man, I'm laying on my couch and I'm just scrolling through things, looking at, and it just shows you travel related content. And this African travel content creator came on saying this other brother is a scammer. And I'm watching them like it was just pure hate. I'm like, man, why do black people around the world think like that? Why can't I look my platform? I tell dudes all the time, long as you're not a hater, I will bring you on my platform, try to
Right,
help your plan. I'm about the brotherhood. I'm about black
right.
men and all men rising to a level. I'm not, I want to build a coalition. I've told you that, told on Jay,
Mm-hmm.
of brothers working together.
Yep.
Building is something positive, whether we're doing real estate, whether we're doing business, whether we're doing YouTube, because YouTube is a business too. So, but I watched that video for a little while and I turned it off. I felt so depressed after. I'm like, why is it us that's doing that?
But you know, Ronan, that's how we used to be. Even in the United States, we had Black Wall Street. Right? It took them to come bomb and massacre us because we finally figured it out for that short period of time and opened up our own banks and did a lot of other stuff. So they just came, bombed us, and massacred us. We've
Mm-hmm.
done it before. You're doing what most cultures do anyway. There's a
Yeah.
Chinatown in every city in America. Why is that? Because they come together as brothers and sisters and they keep their culture together and come to their own. Most cultures do that in the States. I don't know why. I don't want to get into the Black history part of it, but we have to own that
We
to
gotta own it.
not do that. We have to own that,
Uh-huh.
because there's no excuse now. We have all the opportunities to be successful if we come together, but there's always a hop and bob in our culture. So
Always.
always a hop and bob.
Always a Sam. Now, see, people say Uncle Tom. Uncle Tom was the hero. It's Sambo who was the one. It's not Uncle Tom. I gotta let people know because people just Paul parrot what they hear other people say. So every time I hear people say
Mhm.
Uncle Tom, I always correct and say, nah, the name was Sambo. Uncle Tom was trying to help black people.
Trying to help.
Yeah, he was
Trying
trying to
to
help.
help.
So I'm
Mhm.
gonna tell you, so stop calling people Uncle Tom. But look, the biggest thing is I think enough of us just need to do it and go with it. But let me start asking you some questions. Now look, my first question: what are the common like let's say, and we looking at this from new guys, because guy just put on here, look, I don't know if he's new. Al Travels, I'll be in Sosua tomorrow afternoon.
It ain't over.
It ain't over. So look, and shout out to Al Travels. So look, even with that, so he sounds like he travels a lot. But let's
Yeah.
say new brothers, because a lot of guys gonna watch this and they want to come to Sosua or they watch videos, they see things. So,
Mhm.
what are the common safety risks in Sosua, and how can travelers
Ooh.
avoid them? Go through a couple of common safety risks, and I'll say a few things after that. That's your
Okay.
first question.
So and I can't take credit for all of this because a lot of the game that I'm giving people is because I listened to the people that live here.
Yeah.
Not the people that's visiting. I know brothers been coming here for 20 years. I listen to the people that live here.
Hmm.
One of the biggest things I see is stop coming out here looking like you straight out of a hip hop video, brothers. I might sound old. I might be dating my age. I got it. You don't need that. It's not needed here. What you are doing in the States, none of that is needed here. You don't need to walk around here with the gold chain and the Gucci. And I'm not hating at all because I make plenty enough money if I want to walk around here like
Yeah,
that. I
you can
could,
do whatever you want to
okay,
do.
do whatever I want to do. What I'm saying that in a safety aspect. In and when I start my channel, I'm gonna start doing safety brief Sundays.
Yeah.
Um, you stand out so it's so obvious and in some of your behavior is so obvious that it's hard for you to be protected out here. Don't walk around with a whole bunch of money on you. For what? I told a young brother this today. He sat there and showed me a knot he had. He was 23 years old. I said, when you deal with the chicas, do you pay them before or after? He said, after. I said, so why do you need to have all that money on you if she
Yeah.
coming back to your room and you got to pay her anyway? Don't keep that much money on you. It's pointless. Why take the chance of somebody seeing you pulling this money out constantly? These people here, these beautiful people here are living off of a fraction of what we live off of in the States. Okay.
Yeah.
I
Maybe
was
$300, 300,
maybe
maybe
I was in
300.
Chattamico's. Look, it wasn't a stray cat in the neighborhood. There's
Hmm.
a reason for that. Okay. So when you walk around here, I feel like it's disrespectful, but to each his own. You're making yourself a target. You're making yourself a target to the chicas. You're making yourself a target to the locals. So that's my first word about it. You don't need all that, brother. Come out here. The same brother that you see that you might not think, or generally somebody might not think is attractive, will walk around here with the baddest woman you've ever seen in your life.
Exactly.
I promise
I've
you.
seen it.
I've seen it
I
plenty
saw
of
it.
times.
Yeah. Like I
Okay.
seen
Yes.
it.
I see it
I,
every day, bro.
I
Every
see
day
it,
of the week,
man.
every day
Now
of
look,
summer, every
now,
day.
now what you're saying is real, and like especially you going to Santo Domingo, man. You definitely look. I got to put Santo Domingo in this too because brothers go to both. I call it
Mhm.
Dominican Vice. I preach going to both places because I love both places. When I'm in Santo Domingo a long time, then I say I miss Sosua. When I'm in Sosua too long, I go back to Santo Domingo.
Right.
That's how I live my life. So let me tell you. But in Santo Domingo, I seen the YouTuber just got his phone snatched. What his name, Giamo or whatever. Shout
Jamo,
out to
yeah, I
that
see
brother.
him all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, I see him too, man. Look, I never
Yeah.
talked to him. He's kind of reserved, the brother. When I see him,
Yeah,
he
real
walk.
quiet brother.
I
Yeah.
don't really mess with it. Look, I don't walk up to people and be like, "Hey," you know what I'm saying? I'm
Right,
not
right.
man
Yeah.
like that. But if you like, "Hey, man, what's up?" I'm what's up. Now, then we brothers. So, but I see he got his phone snatched in Santo Domingo. Almost happened to me with a camera before, and I'm gonna tell you, man, because I was in like Santo Domingo Este, and it's different. That's why I tell dudes to go stay in the city central
Mhm.
and even in
Mhm.
City Central, bro, there's still motos coming by.
Yeah.
And you got $1,600 phone. This ninja will snatch your phone and
Yeah.
feed his family.
Yeah.
And they're gonna unlock it. And if you got your bank stuff on there and everything,
Oh
there's
yeah.
people know how to get into your accounts. So, bro, look, I got two phones, two wallets. Bro, I'm gonna tell you some crazy stuff, man. I got a fake outlet that looked like an outlet. I got off Amazon. I'm gonna start linking stuff like this so brothers can get it.
Mhm.
I have a fake clock that's a safe. I can hang it on the wall, and
Mm.
it take a key to turn it, and it opens up, and I put my money in it, and I hang it on the wall. So if I'm in a place where chicas in there, they're not trying to steal a clock.
No.
They're not
No.
even worrying about none of that. And a brother called me. He called me the night before last, and the place he rented, it didn't have a safe. He said, "Man, I got this chick coming over, man. I don't want to steal my stuff, and there's nowhere to put the money." I said, "Oh, that's place to buy. So you got
Oh,
to
it's
wash and
plenty of
dry in
places.
there?" Yeah, I said, "Yeah." I said, "Look, go lift the wash and dry up, and put your money underneath there. Put your wallet. Just give enough to give her, or whatever you're gonna do, and that's all you need to do." And he did that, and he felt way better.
Mhm.
And that's how I do everything, man. That's just how I move.
Right.
Because look, I was doing that with my ex-wife. Look, this is a bad thing. We going through it. Look, she got me ready for coming to Dominican Republic. I'm hiding stuff from her. She's hiding stuff from me. We about to go through divorce. So you already get ready to
Oh
kind of
yeah.
So I was already looking for stuff like that where I'm able to do how to move. So definitely, man, you hit on the head, man, because you can get pickpocket, scam, you can get hit. Like being too flashy brings people to you.
But
And I'm
that's
telling you,
anywhere. That's anywhere you go.
anywhere. Look, one of my cousins just got robbed in New Orleans the other day. New Orleans, you know how many robberies we have in New Orleans, man?
Man,
People always tell me, man, Dominican Republic danger. I'm like, more dangerous than here? Do you know how many robberies happen
they
in
don't
New
know.
Orleans and Baton
They don't
Rouge?
know.
And like, I'm just talking about Louisiana, this little small section of the game.
Ron, I rented a car to go to a Pelicans game because I had just bought a brand new Jeep, Grand Cherokee. And my ex was like, "We are not taking that." She from there. Shout out to Holly Girl. She out there.
Mhm. Oh, Holly Grove.
Yeah, she told me, "No, we will rent a car to drive an hour to go. We are not parking that truck on the street." And I promise you, we came out that Pelican game, and there was all kinds of windows broken out, cars broken into, and so gunshots after the game. So I
Yeah.
I haven't heard a gunshot since I've been here. Not one.
I'm telling you, man, so it's a different level of safety. And that's the thing, look, even with shout out to Jay again, shout out to me and Jay was talking about this on the stream before. In Colombia, people highlight a lot of things in Colombia, but when you look at things in the states, in the cities that we come from, man, Colombia and DR, they're small
Oh, it's so
compared to the
slow.
stuff that we deal with in the United States, man.
Yeah,
God,
I
dog,
told a guy the other day, when was the last school shooting you heard in this country? Movie
yeah.
theater shooting, church shooting.
Did they have one yesterday, right? Yesterday they had one in the United States. Yesterday or day
I,
before. They had
I lose track. I honestly I
bro,
lose
just
track.
had one.
Or see what I'm saying? I lose track. So that's what I tell people is when you try to say, okay, it's dangerous there, what are you comparing it to? Because last I checked, we're probably the most dangerous country, one of the most dangerous countries on the planet. So
Yeah.
what are you really comparing it to? Because I know I can walk around here all day and all night, and I see children playing at 10 and 11 o'clock at night in a park in Sosua, right? So it is by far the safest place I've ever lived in, without question.
Yeah. I
So,
mean, especially look, tell him, man, even in the barrio, in my crib in the barrio, I could walk around.
mhm.
It's cool. I feel more safe there than I
Right,
do in the United States. I'm talking
right.
about even there. So yeah, so there was a school shooting. Yeah, the brother saying that was yesterday. God dog.
Yeah,
Man,
God
Morgan,
bless
that's crazy. So yeah,
them.
so I'm telling you, man, there's things happening. And I'm gonna tell you, as a melanated person, black, whatever you want to call yourself, you're gonna feel way better in the
Oh yeah,
DR. I'm telling you, you're
oh
gonna
yeah.
feel way better, man. Just a and I like what my brother Rob saying about putting the money in sneakers. I've been
That's
doing
a good
this
one.
in a long time. I'm telling you, man, but
Yeah,
you just gotta be careful, man, because I think a lot of us, like sometimes a lot of us when we travel, man, we have that kind of colonizer mindset too.
oh
Like we
yeah.
come in to save people,
Yep.
and it can get you in trouble. We like
Real
brag a
quick.
little bit too much. We do, and
Mhm.
I'm like, and because especially when women come around, I try to tell dudes, you don't have to brag to her. She's not going nowhere, and if she leave, you can replace her very fast. Like dudes don't understand the
Possibly
level
that. Possibly that night.
that you can replace a woman so fast.
Oh
When
yeah.
women act crazy with me and DR, I give them that eternal look. Remember, Lawrence Fishburne look around. I get him that look like that because I'm like, I will replace you in this amount of time, and it's not saying I devalue them. I overvalue myself. It ain't got nothing to
Exactly.
do with her. I
Exactly.
value myself because, like we just said, the average brother living to 73. You know what I'm saying? Average. Thank God. Like some people live longer than that, but
Mhm.
if I only got 28 years left to live, I ain't about to waste none
I'm
with
not,
you. I ain't
especially
wasting
not
nothing with
arguing.
you.
My my
Out.
block my block game is strong out here,
Yeah.
bro. It's strong. Real
Yeah.
quick. Real quick. First time you say something or do something that I don't agree with, or you start being too needy, or you start being too jealous, or you start trying to control anything I'm doing, I don't have the energy, especially not to do it in Spanish, to argue with you.
Yeah.
So my block game is strong.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna win anyway. Because listen, I found that this man, anytime I left a woman in the DR, I got a better chick. Look, sometimes when you first come, you deal with women who's not. I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. you'll deal with a, like, let's say in the United States, she might be an 8, but in the DR, she might be a 5.
Right.
You'll be with a 5, arguing with her every day, putting up with stuff. I done did it. I'm telling you,
Right.
I'm
Right.
open book. I keep it 100.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the first chicks I've dealt with, some of them with 5s now, what you can deal with. Man, you can deal with some chicks you won't even believe with in the DR. Like, look, I looked at some NFL players' wives and chicks they deal with. A dude work at Home Depot can get better than some of the guys that's in the league. You come to the DR, and I'm telling you, you're dealing with women that look so. These dudes, man, got millions and millions of dollars dealing with chicks that you got some 10 times look better than that, and that's
Man,
real talk.
they soul snatchers out here. I'm a testament that they are soul snatchers out here. Some of the most beautiful women on the planet that I've been to a lot of places, but they're some of the most beautiful women. I think a lot of it has to do with the environment, how they eat, how they live. A lot of that has to do with they're always in the gym, they're always in shape. They take a lot of pride in their appearance without all the extra stuff. Now, yeah, Sosua, you're gonna get all the surgeries and all that stuff. But that's our fault. I believe that's our fault. That's hip hop culture telling these women to look like a Kardashian and the rest of them because that's what we like. But you were so right. I think I said on your last live, like, I almost fell for a Vega chick. I almost was like, okay, that's it. I'm done. I'm wrapping it up. Like, and she wasn't here for about 3 days. I had to catch myself. Like, wait a minute. This is not what you came out here for. So, like you said, man, like a 8, a 8 or 10 in the States out here, that's a 5 or 6. She can easily get you hooked out here, and it's not so much about how she looks; it's about how she treats you. That's what we're not used to. That's
what gets you, bro. That treatment. And look, I'm just corrupted. And even though I meant, I meet a chick and I'm like, I'm good. I'm telling you, look, this is the one. I'm out the game. I'm happy with her. And I might be like that for 2 weeks. And the full moon come out. People laugh about the werewolf, but the werewolf is real in DR.
Man, it's strong
that
out here,
stuff
man.
is hard.
It's strong out
like,
here, man.
You mean it. Like, listen, you mean it. And you might mean it. You know how women are saying they mean something today, but tomorrow they don't? When you there, like I tell people, the DR flips. It's not like the United States. It's the opposite of the United States. Like I tell dudes, you the fine chick. What you mean?
Yeah, you the bad B. You the bad B.
You the bad beaut. You the beaut. You come there, you the bad. And people like, what do you mean you the bad beaut? You the bad beaut, man. I keep trying to tell Cash that when you're in the DR, like you on another level. And I'm not telling you to exploit people. I'm not telling you to do none of that. But I'm telling you that you have way more power than you kind of realize.
Power that a lot of us have never never experienced, because we're so used to catering to these women in the States that like Big Shirley, we so used to thinking that's all we can get, and then you get here and you have this gorgeous woman pretty much doing whatever you need her to, treating you good, introducing her to her family, taking you out with her people. They all accept you. A lot of us, we beef with their families just as much as we beef with the women we with. It's not like that here. It's almost a complete opposite. Like they'll get on her about not treating you good.
Yeah.
So that's different. It's a shock. It shocked me when I came out here. It took me a little while to be able to navigate through that.
All right. So you just led into something else too that I want to talk about. Like it take a while, but eventually you do get used to it. Like when you first come, man, I'm telling you, man, you're savage. You're Conan. Like I told you, so one of my cousins, man, his first time in Sosua, this is before you came. My cousin had found out a woman had a baby for the pastor, supposed to be his baby.
I remember that story.
Yeah, that's real stuff, man. So he comes there, man, and now look, he lives in Santiago now with my cousin Ken. Got a beautiful chick. And every time I talk to him, he's very happy. But he came to Sosua. Sosua saved his life, man. He wanted to hurt that woman and the pastor, and he was hurt that the woman was giving them Junie cakes to the pastor. And look, I told you how he saw the baby wasn't his. He held it up, and the baby smiled, and it was the pastor's smile, and it got him. But Sosua saved this man's life, but he went hard. Like he had to get it out of his system. He
Yep.
went $1,600 in a couple of days. I'm like, man, what the hell did you do? You know what I'm saying? But he turned to the Return of the Mac. Return of the Mac. It brought him back to reality. So I mean, I'm like, dude, don't spend money like that. So why you think men just like, no matter what we tell them, hey man, don't give these women all your money, they do it anyway. So what do you think about that?
First of all, you can't tell ninjas nothing. You got to show
Yeah,
them. Right? Let's just get that out the way.
yeah,
Right?
you can't
Right?
tell.
Let's just be real with our people. Okay, that's just number one. Number two, I think some of them think like, honestly, you just don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Even if you live here, even if you're here every day, you just know what you. I'm telling you, I don't know how many brothers, man. I sit down, I see them in Roombas when I'm working. I
I
see them
know.
somewhere it flips, and they say, "This your, first question I hear in Sosua, it's your first time." That's general
Mm-hmm.
question. They say yes, and I'm trying to give them the game, and I see them that night, or I see them the next day, and they letting these girls run their pockets. And I think it's because we're so messed up mentally, bro, in the States that we really think we have to do all that in order to entertain this woman. And what I try to tell them is, you don't need to do all that to entertain her. She gonna entertain you just off of GP.
Yeah,
You don't have to do all that. So it's hard for them to maybe you don't have to do that because of blah 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 because you don't dress flashy out here or whatever. But no, you really don't have to do that because, like I told a brother the other day, the same woman that you sitting over there with and caking with and taking out to eat, doing all this extra stuff that she usually don't do, when you get back on that plane, she's gonna call my number. That's a fact.
yeah.
And she's gonna come over here and she's gonna cook and she's gonna clean and she's gonna do everything I want her to do. And she's gonna take these little 3,000 peso and she's gonna be happy as I don't know what. So, like I tell brothers, it's just your turn, man. You
It's your
have to
turn,
have
man.
it in your head. If you in Sosua, it's just your turn. That's it.
Brother, why, bro? I don't understand why men who've been married, who went through hell in the United States already. I learned that in the United States, just like no matter what I did, it was just my turn. No matter how I could put you in a 4-bedroom house, I can buy you a car, and it's still just my turn. One day you can wake up and just say, I'm not happy. I don't want it. I want to do something else. You know what? I always wanted to be a ballerina. A woman could just say that. A ballerina. I'm like, bitch, you 32. I want to be a ballerina. And you ain't trying to support my dream.
Right.
She could just leave you. Listen, a woman can leave you, take the kids, and go try to be a ballerina in Utah and never done nothing. And you got to take care of all of them. Man, that's the craziness.
And the hard lesson I learned with that, Ron, is 10% of what they say and 90% of what they do. That was a
Yeah.
hard lesson I learned. I can listen to them talk half the time, looking right through them. I hear you talking about your dreams. I remember, somebody I was dealing with, she wanted to open a food truck in Baton Rouge. Man, I done got the label done. I done did all the business paperwork, got the LLC, and then she just woke up one day and was like, I don't think I feel like doing that no more. And I was like, what?
That's what I mean.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Like, I done did all this for you to start this food truck, and now all of a sudden you just like, nah, I don't feel like doing that. That is real. So that's I learned, a hard lesson. This is all from lessons. This is not from what I heard. These are from lessons that we talk about a lot on here. And I just learned. I listen to them talk, man. I listen to talk about their dreams, their hopes, all that other stuff. I want to see what you do on your side to me, because everything I've done as a man, I couldn't talk about. I couldn't talk about enlisting in the military. I had to go do it. I couldn't talk about a lot of things, I've done. I had to just go do it. So I think with them, man, you just got to watch what they do. And one thing I hear, I will say, when the women say they're gonna do something out here, 9% of the time they do it. I don't see there a lot of talk out here.
Well, look, man, I learned this right here, man. Real talk. Anytime I've ever needed a woman in the United States to stand by me when things got bad, they haul ass.
Oh.
They never hold me down. Women want to be at the finish line. I keep telling guys that they're not trying to sit through your struggle story. She go like the song, ain't nothing going on but the rent. Gotta have a J-O-B. If you want to be, they don't care. Look, they can lose their job. A woman can lose everything. You're gonna be there. You know how we do. Baby, I got you. Look, she was sitting there. All she gotta do is cry.
All she gotta do.
Look, I lost my job at Macy's, and I don't know you. You're gonna come there, baby. I got you. Don't worry about it. But with them, soon as you start whining and crying, she's gonna look at you with weakness. She's gonna say, you know what? Albert at work looked very good to me.
Man, that work husband. Boy.
Yeah, that work husband. You gone. Albert be clapping them cheeks within 2 or 3 weeks.
Hey,
Next thing you know, she
with a
gone.
wife, with a wife,
With a wife,
with a
she's
wife.
gone.
Yeah, he'll be clapping them cheeks.
A woman
Yeah,
see a sign of weakness in a man in the United States. Oh
yeah.
man, she is gone. And look, this the real thing about it, man. Women in the United States, remember, it's opposite. The women have so many options when they're younger. I'm talking about the younger women. They
Mm-hmm.
have so many suitors. They ain't got to put up with you.
Nope.
They could just go ahead and somebody else gonna catch them. They could jump out the plane without a parachute. Some
Yep.
ninja gonna
Gonna
jump out the
jump out with
plane.
her.
Cause
Mm-hmm.
dude, I see dudes walking around with chicks look like MMA fighters. I swear to God, some of these women look terrible. And these dudes just as happy. They holding hand. I'm looking at them like I'm like Harriet Tubman. Ninja, come on, you can make it. I
You can
got
do
you. I'm
better.
like,
You
the
can do
gate is
better.
open. Come on, brother.
You can
You
do
can make
better.
it. Leave her ass and the woman talking to them. Push the basket. Why you taking so
Right.
slow, y'all? Push the damn basket. I'm like, get to the chopper. I'm looking at him like, get to the
Please.
chopper. The
Please,
woman looked
bro.
terrible. I'm like, man, what are you doing?
Escape. You remember on Life when Ray kept trying to escape? That's just how I felt, man. If he was flying planes, whatever he was trying to do to escape, bro. That's just how I be feeling.
I'm like, dudes is not realizing that but when you leave, I don't care what country you go to. Because look, let's keep it a buck. Any heterosexual man, any country he go to, he gonna clap cheeks. If
Yes.
you left tomorrow and went to any country in the world, after a while, you eventually meet a woman
Yep.
and you got it, you in a situation. A regular man it's just natural. It just happens like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it
Mm-hmm.
just happens like that.
We're just like we said on one or other, like we are the prize. Like I literally walk around here, and this is not a flex, and I walk around here like I'm LeBron James.
Yeah.
Like that's how people treat you out here. Because one thing about American men is we tend to be more loving and caring in a sense than what a lot of the women in these countries are used to. Right? You
Mm-hmm.
know better than I do. Like these Dominican men don't play. Right?
Nah,
They
they're
don't do a whole lot of talking. They don't do a whole lot of what do you want, what you want. They don't do a lot of none of that. So when we come over here and we're so used to if we even look at a woman different, then we're gonna go to jail, we're gonna lose everything. So we come over here a little bit more, hey, I don't want no problems. I'm coming over here for
yeah.
peace. So they understand that if you're in their country, if you left America where a lot of people are trying to get to, and you come to their country, it is for a reason. And it's for a peaceful reason. So they can feel that when you're around them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I say I don't have any problems out here because I didn't come out here. I left that American mindset, the politics, the how the women are acting. I left all that stuff in the States. I didn't bring none of that crap when I came here, man.
You don't
None
need
of
it.
it. Don't need it. I came over here and said I'm gonna put myself in the culture. I'm gonna learn the language. I'm gonna learn how they do things, and that's where I'm gonna be. And if you do that, especially if you're moving over here, you won't have no problems.
Yeah, man.
You won't have
That
no
man.
problems.
That's definitely. I'm telling you, man. Them dudes are not ready for what they're gonna.
No, no,
They're not ready.
no.
They're not ready for what you're gonna experience. Like
No.
I wasn't ready. I'm gonna tell you, man. I felt like I was throughout in a Shark Tank, and I wasn't prepared for what
Mhm.
was gonna happen, and I freaked the hell out. And
Yeah,
I tried to eat all the M&Ms. But I had a jug of M&Ms.
bro.
I wanted all of them. I want all the pudding. Give
Bro,
me all of it. And it's just
all of it,
like,
bro.
look,
I
and this
wouldn't take
thing.
no prisoners.
Look, yeah, I didn't take nothing. So look, I had to get this, man. Look, this is real talk right here. Look, this is real talk. Let me tell y'all, brothers, something right here. K2 plus D3 vitamin. I got a link. I got a link in the description about this. I don't get paid for it or nothing. I'm just showing you, brothers, what's the real. This vitamin right here changed my life. This K2, it opens up your blood vessels.
Mhm.
Boy, it keeps you from having blood clots, especially us as men, especially
Yeah.
African American men. This will keep you from having a heart attack, but this will give you. I know it's too much information. It will make you rock hard, big dog. This stuff here,
That's stuff.
this is natural, honey. I'm telling you, this is natural. K2 plus D3, brothers. Make sure you take this. It's gonna take a couple days to get in your system, but you're gonna wake up one day standing up. Attention! You're like, what the hell? I ain't
That's like
felt
when you
this
was
in a
young.
while. Yeah, you're gonna feel like a young kid. You're gonna be like that, and boy, you're gonna slaughter cheeks. I'm telling you, you will slaughter cheeks. I'm just putting that out there to the brother. But let me ask you something out here, man. Like Sosua nightlife. Um, how how should men approach the Sosua nightlife before we let people on, I want to ask you this, and then I'm gonna open it up, and I let a couple of brothers on. But let me ask you: that nightlife in Sosua is different. I've never experienced nightlife like I experienced in Sosua. Sosua nightlife hit different. So how should people stay safe doing the nightlife?
I'll go back to what I said earlier. You don't need all that, brother. You don't need all that. Don't come out here. And I get a lot of input from the chicas.
Mm-hmm.
I speak to them. I ask them questions. When you live out here, Flip probably speak to this. You get to knowing some of them, you get to seeing some of them. So one of their biggest, I want to say, issues is that we come out here and lose all our street smarts when we step foot in the country. Brothers out here getting sloppy drunk, fighting, arguing with chicas, you name it. That alcohol is powerful out here, and I know brothers out here feel because it's safe, and you can get away with some things you might not be able to get away with in the States. That you can do some of these things, but that's just really setting you up. So, my first advice: don't get too drunk. You don't need to. Like, if you go to a club or you go out, for most men, right? The whole idea is to meet somebody to take home, right? That's why we go to the club in the States. That's why we do a lot of stuff we do. Um, you don't need to do all that to meet somebody out here or to have a good time or clap cheeks or whatever you plan on doing. A lot of the stuff that we do, a lot of things we've been programmed to do in the States to meet women, to get women to come home, you don't have to do none of that.
You got none of
None
it.
of that. You just have to set a price. That's it. Price and location. A military. So give them the 5 W's, okay? You give them the 5 W's, you will have no problems. Okay, you don't when you out all that getting sloppy drunk and doing all that crazy, you don't need to do none of that. That they look at you different then. They look like you out of control. They don't want to take care of your big 250-pound self, helping you get into the cab and you falling over drunk. Now you
Yeah, cats do
jeopardizing.
be drunk, man. They
Man, they
get
be sloppy drunk
and
out
look.
here,
I'm
man.
saying that as a drinker, but when I'm dealing with chicas, I
Man,
never drink. I drink, but I'm always mindful of what I'm doing
yeah, man. Yeah,
because
you
the
can't.
chicks gonna pick you up, man. Like,
Yes.
anytime I done been out in Sosua at night, sometimes the chick choose you. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna read the super chat, y'all. I'm just going to come through a little bit. The chicks choose you. Sometimes you don't choose them. Like you sitting somewhere chilling, you ain't worried about it. You make
Yeah.
eye contact though. you
Boy.
make
And
eye contact. It's
they
over.
doing
Shit.
drive-bys out here, Ron.
Yeah,
They doing
man.
drive-bys.
It's like, man, look, I'm not even trying to clap no cheeks. I'm not trying to bust
Mm-hmm.
nobody now. They don't give a damn. They're gonna just like, that's just what it is. So look, so being safe like that at night and doing these things. So let me ask you this before I'm about to let people on. Why do you think though Sosua gets that much hate? And here's what I mean. I get this all the time. Dudes send me emails. I don't know if they troll accounts. They'll tell me all the time, man. Sosua is for busters and pookies and ray rays. That's all it's for. It's like y'all guys promoting like pay for play. I'm like, it's all pay for play. And look, if anybody watch my channel, you know I'm consistent. I tell people all the time, I rather hunt women. That's why I say my name, Senor Lobo. I'm the wolf. I would rather hunt a woman, but I don't let pork chops go to waste. If I'm somewhere and I'm into, I have dealt with working women. I owned everything with me. I never tried to say
Mm-hmm.
I was no different than anybody else. I told Catch from the first video I made, you can watch it. I said the same thing. Hey man, first chicks I met, a regular woman named Nicole. Then I met a woman named Dirty Diana. I
Diane.
kept it a buck 100. And I told people I had more fun with Dirty
Oh yeah.
Diana. I
Oh
kept it
yeah.
a buck. And that's what I tell people, that nothing's wrong with that. Just as long as you're not messing with no kids, as long as you ain't out here like exploiting the
Nothing wrong
women.
with
And what I mean by exploiting the women, you bring them to a woman like, I'm not paying you. Next thing you know, she's breaking windows and all kind of stuff, making the brothers look bad. That's what I'm talking about. That
And
messes
my
up the
question
game.
is, what's the flex of not paying them? Go somewhere else. I don't understand. I'm still confused on the flex on that. Like you get a lot of brothers here, like, man, I dealt with this one. She didn't even make me pay her. I don't understand the flex in that. Like, there's so many places you can go. There's so many other women you can deal with that won't require that. So why come to Sosua where you know that's what's going on, and then try to flex and say, well, I didn't have to pay her? To me, it just never makes
Yeah,
sense
you
to
don't
me.
need to flex
You
with
know,
that. Shout out
it
to
never.
Kel Travels 52. Look, he said, I know Diana. If you got that woofer. You
Hey,
know Diana, big dog. You did good.
man,
'Cause Diana, let me tell you something. Diana know how to clap cheeks right. Diana is
hey, you
whoa.
got Diana, I
Hey,
got
bro.
Sexy Red out here, so we all
No,
got
you
one.
gotta pick them. Look, I'm sad actually because one of the ones I had in Santo Domingo just got married. Hey, bro, I done lost 4 chicks to marriage. I had a team. I done lost 4 of them to marriage because brothers coming to the DR and they wifing them chicks up no matter what you
Oh
tell
man,
them.
oh
And they,
man.
when I tell you they wife, look, I have, I got right at 16, right almost at 16,000 subscribers. And I'm gonna tell you, man, I got hundreds of dudes who them came and wifed up. I think DR owe me a check. Let me
For
tell you,
real,
no
for
matter
real.
what I told them, no, I'm like, hey man, take your time, bro. You don't need to be rushing. They like, damn, they just want to make me feel good. They like, Roman, man, you don't understand. I said, I understand. Said, nah, man, you don't understand. No,
No,
Ninja,
I
I
understand. I
understand what she do,
understand,
bro.
bro.
I understand. He like, man, ain't nobody ever did that. Look, remember on the movie, you remember on Malcolm X? You remember on the movie when Denzel played him? Remember how when Malcolm X was talking to the white guard in the prison, and the dude like, I ain't never seen no ninja talk to a white man like that. So these dudes kind of treat you like that when you try to talk to them, and they like, I ain't never had no woman treat me like that. Rona, she making plantains. Like, she making plantains every day, man. She
Yeah,
iron my
exactly.
drugs. Like,
Man.
dude, it's okay. I understand. No, man, you don't understand.
You
Like,
don't understand. You ain't never
next thing you know, he
experienced
done
it.
got married. He done
Bro,
got married, and I'm like, oh,
bro, I
man,
checked my WhatsApp the other day. I lost 3 to the states, real
yeah,
quick.
yeah.
Yeah, 3 to the states. So yeah, that's hey, I'm leaving. A lot of them leaving before Halloween too. I was like, oh man,
Dudes grabbing them, cats,
they
and I
snatched them up.
understand, man. Cats
Yeah, yeah, I
are.
understand. I
I
understand.
understand.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
understand.
that's definitely so. Look, let me ask you this last question before I open it up. What should men be aware of dealing with women in Sosua? Like you in that environment. What should men be aware of? Like to kind of be cautious of, and just to kind of, you know what I'm saying, and it kind of tie into what we just was talking about.
I would understand that these women are professionals of what they do. This is just from my experience, right?
Mm-hmm.
They are professionals. They some of these women, if they in their 30s, they probably been doing this for 12, 13, 15, 16
Yeah,
years. They are way better at it than what you think.
yeah, they good at it.
So don't come over here thinking you have all the game. They've been doing this in their country. They're very good at it. So I would say be aware of one of my biggest things is the running meter. That's what I call it. Electric bill, right?
Oh man,
So
that's
you
real.
meet her. A lot of brothers come out here on like Wednesday, Thursday, right? They meet a chica the first day. They're not leaving until Sunday or Monday. The chica say, I just want to be with you. I don't want to be in the streets for 3, 4, 5 days. And you say, okay. And you kick it. She kick it with you every day. You doing all these events. Come Sunday before you leave, you gonna get a bill. And it's gonna be a lot higher than what you would have gotten if you just would have paid her after the first night and let her go about her way.
I
And I
call it
said,
the invoice. They give you
the
the invoice.
invoice, yeah, I call it electric bill, right?
Yeah,
So that's what I would say.
yeah.
I'm starting to see a lot of,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I tell brothers like it's okay. I'm not telling brothers not to hang out with one chica. I'm not saying none of that. All I'm saying is get everything clear and upfront before she steps into your room, villa, or whatever. Get it in writing, screenshot it, do whatever
Yeah.
you have to do. Because that running meter is, I've seen brothers this past weekend before last, call me or see me out and say, man, she hit me for, I had to pay her $700. She called the police and
Yeah.
blah, 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 blah. And I
Mm-hmm.
said, I told you that when you sitting on the beach and you drinking and you having a good time, and she's such a good woman and all, I'm not saying she's not. But if you haven't set a price, that meter is running, bro. I
Yeah.
promise you that meter is running. She's gonna text you with, well, I could every detail of what she did for you in them 3 or 4 days.
No, she gonna
Every
tell you.
detail.
Now look, answer this too with that. Now, it's a big difference from you come and visit for the weekend and you a guy that lived there.
That
When you
yes, yes,
live there,
yes,
you
yes.
get a whole different thing.
It's
You're
a
not
whole different
paying
experience.
money like a cat coming on the
No,
weekend or
no.
whatever. And if you want it, I'm doing a video coming out about this right here. Should you get a girlfriend or not? If you want it and it's talking more or less about like outside of Sosua.
Right.
But still, I tell dudes this all the time. Even though there's other places outside of Sosua, you can fall in the same trap in
Oh yeah.
Santiago, Santo Domingo. I've saw
Mhm.
it. These women you'll think they one thing, but when there's something else, next thing you know, you're in love. You go to the United States. I've saw chicks who don't want to go to the United States, but they will drain ninjas that's
Oh yeah.
working in the United States. They would drain dudes
Oh
like,
yeah.
hey man, I'm sending her this, and I'm like, man, don't send them chicks all your money, big dog.
And,
When
and
you
let me.
going back next year, I go back.
Yeah,
Look, it'll
yeah,
be right
man.
now. I don't go back till February. I'm like, why are you sending this woman money if you ain't going back till February? Just go deal with a woman in the States. Look,
That's
there's
it.
good women in the States too.
Yes, plenty of good women in the
There's
States.
women in the States. You don't have to travel. My problem with women in the States, look, I smash them. I don't date them. I smashed one recently. Listen, my problem with women in the States is we think completely opposite. The
Yes.
things I care about,
Yes.
they don't care about at all. But look, thank
Hmm.
you for the 999 super chat, my brother. Keep talking that heavy to the brother. That's real, brother. I mean,
Yeah,
I
that's
thank
real
you
talk,
for
man.
being that's real talk. And remember, all y'all brothers go subscribe to my brother, subscribe to Jade and them, subscribe to
Appreciate
brother
y'all.
Cam,
Appreciate y'all.
subscribe to the brothers. This is the brotherhood, Unlimited Cam in the building. Man, appreciate the 499 super chat. Absolutely correct. You don't have to bring your clothes and chain here. That's real. Look, Cam, I
I
think
like him, Cam. He in Santo
um,
Domingo.
yeah, he's in Santo Domingo, man. This is part of that brotherhood I'm telling you guys about. You don't have to do that. Like I said earlier, the first chick stopped me. I got a chain with this cross on it. She took it off my neck. She was like, "Hey, what are you doing?"
Hmm.
And we was in Santo Domingo on the Melicone at a steak restaurant. She's like, "Why are you wearing that?" I didn't. But remember, this is my first time in the country. I don't know
Right.
what's going on. And she showed me love and told me, "You don't have to do that." Like
Right.
she was like old girl off Martin Shanae. I got you. She rubbed my shoulder. I got you forever, Shanae. Ooh yeah. She was like that with me. Not in looks, but just I got you. I'm gonna take care of you. Don't have to worry about that.
And I got to
Yeah.
put this out too. So I had somebody. Oh shit, my bad.
Go ahead.
I had somebody. One of the chicas telling me that her roommate has a man in the States paying all her bills. American brother. She has a Dominican boyfriend.
Yeah.
She has a Dominican baby. And for her boyfriend's birthday, she hop on the phone and get on this brother's tail about sending her $300-400. And
Dang.
as soon as he sent it, she went and had some extravagant 30th birthday for her boyfriend. And I tell brothers, if you meet a Dominican chick out here and she got a child that's young, that means she's sleeping with Dominican men. That
Exactly,
baby
bro.
ain't American.
I did
Okay?
a video about that, talking about
Come
that.
on, man. Like you be smart about that. If they got a child under 5 and they 25 years old, you think this dude left the country? It's no different in the States. So while you sitting at home sending her all that money, where you think this money is going? You have no proof or no way. I'm saying if you don't live here, if
Yeah.
you just visiting, or if you're not visiting, like Cam, he coming back and forth.
Yeah.
He
Cam
moving
will
around.
come there.
If you're not doing stuff like that, you coming out here twice a year. So come on, man. If you really believe this young, beautiful woman is just sitting back waiting for your behind to come from the States every 6 months, and she ain't getting nothing's happening. Them cheeks ain't getting clapped while you go on by one of these Dominican brothers, bro. You gotta be smarter than that, man. You
And them
gotta be smarter
Dominican
than that.
dudes, bro. Dominican dudes raw, man. I'm gonna give it to them.
Oh man,
Dominican dudes raw,
man,
man. God, they got
man,
so
them
many.
brothers don't play.
They don't play, man. They
They don't play,
slaughter like
bro.
you talking about slaughtering villages. These cats. Look, I got a neighbor in the same neighborhood, bro. He got 3 families. Real talk, and he got them all in check in the same
All of
neighborhood. All
them.
of them. Nobody says
Mhm.
nothing to him. He wear these tight ass shirt. Ding, 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 ding.
Mhm.
Man, you look. I gave him a blue book passport cartel shirt, and because his clothes so tight, here, bro, I'm gonna give you a t-shirt, big dog. Your nipples need to breathe, big
Right,
dog. They need to
they
breathe.
out here.
Enrique, man, your shirt too tight, big dog. In the United States, we'll be thinking you suspect, but I know Dominicans wear tight clothes, big dog. It help
Yeah,
you bachata good.
yeah, man. They be
Yeah,
twisted.
yeah.
They twisted.
Yeah, he just like so, man. I'm gonna drop the link if any of you brothers want to get on and jump on a little bit before we stop. But look, make sure that you follow Sarge. I'm gonna drop the
I
link, man.
appreciate
And
it. I appreciate y'all.
Sarge, so you were supposed to go to Santo Domingo recently. So did you go?
Nah, I'm gonna try to go next week. I'm gonna try to go next weekend. Shoot out there.
Man, hopefully I'll be back in Santo Domingo.
Yeah.
I'm having therapy right now with my foot. I got my foot, man. Y'all see I wear that boot. I think I had the boot on when I saw y'all, man.
You
That's limited
did.
me. That boot is messing up the game, man. I'm trying to
I was about to get
get
you a
around.
scooter, bro. I promise you, I was about to get you a
Look,
scooter.
I actually got a scooter, man. I got a scooter. My foot taking so long to heal. That's what's definitely holding me up, man. So we got my brother on Jay in the building.
Jay,
On Jay, man, what's
what's
going
up,
on, big
Unc?
dog?
What's good, baby? What's
What's going
good?
on?
Y'all see,
Man, so on Jay.
Yeah, go ahead.
So we talking about Sosua, but Cartagena is kind of similar. They like Cartagena and Sosua is like sisters because all brothers talk about that. So
Right,
it's applicable what we're talking about. And look, me and you gonna do a show on Medellin and Cartagena. I got the thumbnail made up, man. Me, you, and some
right,
brothers, we're gonna jump on there and we're gonna do a show
That's
about this,
gonna be a
man.
good one. That's gonna be a
About
good one.
why brothers come to Colombia and crash out when they don't have to. All they need to do is contact you, and you'll show brothers how to not crash out, just like Sarge
exactly,
Sosua. You come in there,
exactly.
all they gotta do is talk to you. All they gotta do is talk to Mr. Flip Flop.
That's
Mr.
it.
Flip Flop. Look,
Flip will
all
give
you
you
gotta
all the
do is
game.
go to Flip Flop.
All the game.
Dude helped me just going to Flip Flop. I didn't even know Mr. Flip Flop yet. I'm sitting in the
Right,
corner. Brother came to me.
Mhm.
I'm telling you, I was telling brothers this. Brothers will come up to you like you in jail. Hey man, you don't want to go over there with me.
Yep.
Cat, I'm sitting over there in Flip Flop at the last table where I sit at. I'm sitting there, brother come to me. Hey, young blood. Hey man, what's up? And he start, I've been over here for years. And they brothers want to give you the game.
Yeah.
They want
Yeah.
to give you the game. So
Ronin. They don't want to
yeah.
listen, man. I tell you what, I was out at the club last night, right? So I'm in the VIP, chilling with a couple of my homies, a couple of subscribers, and the guy over there, this chick comes up or whatever. So Unc had already tested the waters for him, you know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to give him game. Like, bro, I'm looking at the phone and she hit me with 300, 250. I'm like, bro, first of all, is $100, but I'm gonna tell you this, she garbage. Like, she one of them chicks that promise you the whole world, the stars and the moon. She gonna make you, just turn to Jesus. I mean, and he was just a smiling. And so I kind of whispered in his ear. I was like, bro, that ain't the one. He's like, for real? Man, she threw that big old booty on him again. And before I knew it, I seen him holding hands, walking out the club. I say, some brothers, you just can't help, man,
Yeah.
But hey, he won't be able to say that Unc Jay didn't try to warn him. Because like I said, I got with her. When I first got here, I was still a little green. And she did the same thing to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't pay that price. But she did the same. I saw her game is exactly the same as what she was throwing on her boy. And man, got to the crib, garbage. Straight garbage, you know what I mean? So I was just like, get out of here, man, But I tried to
But let me tell you, OJ,
he didn't want to listen.
I don't know if y'all have any Haitians in over there in Cartagena, but see them Haitian chicks, them Haitian chicks will put it on you. See, a lot of brothers, a lot of us, man, we'll keep it a buck. A lot of us color struck. A lot of us are color struck.
Right.
We like them red bone. We like them mestizo.
Right.
We like a lot of that. But boy, they got some dark skinned Haitians, man. Make you run out of there. I had a chick.
I think it's the same way with the darker skinned Colombians, and I tell you why. This is why I think they have. Let's be real, man. Colorism is alive and real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I think we always want what we can't have. So when we look at a dark chick in Dominican Republic or Colombia, well, we're like, we can get that in the States. You know what I'm saying? Whereas that other chick, if she was in the States, she would probably be untouchable unless we had a whole lot of paper. You know what I mean? Like,
you got to be
Tyrese. Most of the Colombian chicks, when they go to Miami and stuff, like, they hanging out with millionaires. They're not checking for us. You know what I'm saying? Those are like untouchable, the ones that's on the boats with the guys and stuff like that. So I saw one last night, bro. She was pretty chocolate girl, man. And she was putting that thing on him in the club. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, I like her energy, man. She's good. And back to what Sarge was saying about the flex and everything. Me and Miguel, when we were in Medellin, brothers, that dumb shit, throwing money in the club and all that. I'm like, what are you doing, bro? the chicks, man, they spent like $1,000 because they had at least 5 bottles come to the table. So they spent a minimum $1,000. And I'm like, you're gonna get the same thing as the dude over here drinking water. And all he got to do is holler at her at the end of the night and be like, you know. And I've even learned, man, like I'm not gonna lie, when I first got here, man, I'm trying to fit in, trying to figure out my way. And when they would have boat trips, bringing somebody to the boat with me or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So they trying to tax me on that. You go out there, the food is expensive. You got to feed them. They drinking. They doing everything. And then they want to try to charge you when you get back to the crib.
There you go.
Say that, I'm telling you, bro.
That's what Sarge been saying.
When I go to Chalome and other places like that, them guys will have chicks on the boat. Unc ain't taking nobody. Only person I'm taking is my main chick, but all them working girl, I tell guys, man, you can still have a good time. You ain't got to do that. You go ATVing. If I take some guys out ATVing, let's just go as the brothers go and have fun. You don't need no chick on the back. You gonna pay her to ride on the back with you. Who cares?
Brothers want to do that, OJ, man. That's real.
And the other thing, right?
Brothers don't want to listen. You try to tell them, look, shout out to my boy Bobby with the $19 super chat. Salute. Salute to you, Bobby, man. I appreciate you, man. You're a solid. See, this is what it's about, man. It's the brotherhood. People watching the stream, doing the things. My brother right here, Vacation Time with Ryan, man. Salute to you, brother. Enjoyed our last stream, man.
What up?
We gotta do another one. My brother, we definitely gotta do one. Got brother from T Mac. He said, I think those Afro-Colombians hit different. Brother, I think you're right. Look, I got a chance to hook up with 2 of them. Look, here's what people don't realize, Jay. Especially in Santo Domingo, we got a lot of people from Colombia, Venezuela, even Sosua and stuff. They got a lot of different.
Absolutely.
They got women from everywhere. I'm telling you, like I think all those countries are like that. You can go to Panama.
Look, even the chick that robbed on Jay. You saw I posted in the other group. She in Dominican Republic right now.
Jay, look.
I got DR one right now. Boy, the brotherhood is strong, man. Brother sent it to me. And he was like, is this that chick that robbed you? I ran her out of Colombia and went posting her. And now she's in Punta Cana. Yes.
No, but that's what I'm telling cats. These chicks, they gonna come to different places. I'm telling you. They're gonna they come to
she's probably running the same game. Because matter of fact, she's on. If you want to know who she is, she's at the 110 mark on Relos, like maybe 2 videos ago, talking about Punta Cana, whatever. But everything you guys, man, that I was listening to is definitely correct. When I tell guys the same thing, man. Leave that United States mentality over there. You don't have to do all that. Y'all see me. I got the Jesus piece. The guy told me it was for protection, but this shit worth $20. You know what I'm saying? They don't want this. They like, we sold that nigga this stuff.
Right.
We don't want that junk. You know what I'm saying? But the brother said it'll protect me, so I'm gonna rock with it. And I ain't even Catholic, but I'm gonna rock with it.
And
ain't nobody checking for Jay.
I actually got one similar to that too. I walk around with audio with. And
nobody bother me. You know, it ain't necessary, man. You know, and you try to tell these guys and give them information, you know, and some will listen. I will say that some will listen, but some I just put it like this: once I tell you, it's on my back. I ain't upset at the brother because he went home with her, but I just told him, bro, she charging you too much, man, and it's garbage. I'm telling you, that box is trash.
Yeah.
Hey, Jay, remember them safety?
Hold on, Sarge. Look, I want you to do this, Sarge. Look. I want you and OJ to do the same thing right quick. Shout out the travel groups. Sarge started one. OJ got his travel group back. I want you to do it because sometimes when you put it in my channel, sometimes Facebook will remove it and think it's spam. They'll think that you posting other people's groups. So Facebook will just remove it.
We got a big announcement, man. Due to popular demand. Dr. Hannah Unplugged experience is back in the building with the rebirth. So we're gonna do things a little bit different now.
You got the link?
We're not posting no naked chicas, none of that stuff. This is for information, man. Giving you guys game. If you ain't seen a chick naked by now, you don't need to be traveling because you thirsty.
You
You
don't
know what
need
I'm
to be going
saying?
nowhere. But
So
look,
use your imagination. But honestly, man, I feel good about bringing it back because I was getting emails like almost every day, bro. I'm talking about tens and hundreds of emails. And
because
they're like,
people
man,
come to Cartagena and
what happened to
Sosua.
the group? I'm
Those are
coming
the
to
main
Cartagena.
places.
So I even
Yeah.
started a WhatsApp group. So if you contact me, I'll let you. It's all free. Okay.
Mhm.
All I ask of you is if you join these groups, participate, share your knowledge, drop some game in there, whatever. So there is no charge, and you can hear it from Monk J. There will never be a charge for the WhatsApp group or whatever. And I don't care if it gets to 10,000 people. We just gonna share information and also wanted it. So it's like if you put a message in the WhatsApp group, hey, I want to get a boat on Saturday. Any brothers in town? Let's do it. Well, now you took $1,000 boat. If you got 10 brothers, that's $100 a piece. You know what I'm saying? And y'all can split the price versus trying to do it on your own. So we need to, I really feel good about when we got groups, man. That gives us the upper hand. Just like me sharing my story about getting robbed. No matter how embarrassing it was, no matter how much Unc took the heat for y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I still feel good because now we just exposed that chick in the DR doing her same dirt. You know what I'm saying? So let's do that. Also, Sunday at 6:00. Originally, that's my boy. We was hanging out last night, my man, Dividend Passport.
Yeah, I muted him a second because I was getting feedback.
Yeah, we was at the club last night. But Sunday, Unc is gonna have his first all-star. I would call it like an all-star barbershop. You know, on Sunday, 6:00. I'm gonna have all the brothers that come to Cartagena.
I thought y'all were coming. I thought y'all were doing it tonight.
Man, look, bro. I listen to you, man. Look, brothers got to stop. I ain't trying to step on nobody's toes. You my brother, man. You my mentor. I didn't want to do something without you being a part of it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I got you.
And plus, Colombia play tonight, against Peru.
Yeah.
So,
I see y'all brothers. We're brothers. We're happy and we're colored.
Guys, follow me. Follow me at Life of Unc J and sub to the channel. Yeah. Come in on Sunday, 6:00. The brothers gonna be dropping game, man. We dropping nothing but heat. We're gonna tell you all things Colombia, 6:00 on Sunday. We wanted it after the first two games are over with. And then you got a couple hours before the night game, so there's no excuse. So yeah, come on in, tap in. Plus, man, hey, I could use you guys' support, man. I'm like 30 people away from getting monetized. So
nice.
All y'all brothers, 30 of y'all right now. We got you.
Man, give 30.
We got you.
Man, go give 30 subscriptions, y'all.
It's free, I got 20
I got my
watch hours
right
from Ronin, so it works out. Support Sarge, man. Support my man. Dividend Passport. We did a live. He was my first live, right?
Yeah.
Brother was dropping gems, bro. He was dropping gems on getting your paper right, man. So salute out to you, man. Thanks, Edwin, for being on my channel, brother.
Man, that's what's up. Look, but before you get on, Edwin, Sarge, put your Facebook group in there. I'm part of it too. Put your Facebook group out. Put your Facebook.
So I started a group called the Passport Platoon.
Yeah,
it's more geared towards the vets. Shout out to my boy John Davis, who actually live out here in Sosua. He was kind of like the focal point of it. He put out a lot of books. I'm gonna drop a lot of his information too. So
yeah,
we're working together now. He has a couple books out. Definitely helped motivate me as a veteran to get out here. So I always got to shout him out anytime I talk about vets or anything I'm trying to do, because he kind of pushed me in that direction once. I only met the brother once, and after that
that's all it takes.
That's all it takes.
All it takes.
So shout out to John. So yeah, we're just trying to help the vets, man. When you get out in the military, you never leave it. You never leave that brotherhood. So now I feel like we can give back to them. So I started the Facebook group. It's a lot of veterans in there. I like to keep it veterans, and there's a reason for it, not trying to exclude anybody. We do have a different lingo, and a lot of things we're going to talk about are getting your VA benefits straight. What type of VA stuff they have out here, getting the vets together and doing something to show the vets that we care. And so it is veteran driven. So I just want to put that out. Obviously, I got brothers hit me up all the time. I'll give you all the game. If I see you out here, it's all love. But I'm more geared towards helping the veterans, no matter what branch, no matter how long you served. I really, none of us really care if you served. You served. If you went through basic training, you good with me. If you made it through there, you good with me.
No, I told one of the brothers to reach out. I told a brother to reach out to you. A solid brother. I probably ain't gonna say his name. He's a good brother. I told him the other day, man. I think he did. He's a solid guy. Shout out to that brother. And told him to reach out to you, man, because he's about to move to Puerto Plata. I say, hey, man, you're a military guy. I don't know a lot about the military, but military people have supported me from the day one in New York City. Look, that's why you don't see me wear a Saints hat. That's why you see me walking the New York hat, because it wasn't my ninjas that represented me. It was New York.
Hey, Ron,
from day one.
Sarge was saying about the lingo and everything. So we ain't messing with no big chicken dinner, guys. Now, if you're military, you know what that is, right? What is that, Sarge? What is that big chicken dinner, man?
Man, look, I ain't heard that in 2 years, huh?
Man, shout out to the military. Shout out to the military.
That's a bad conduct discharge, man. Big chicken dinner. So he's right about that lingo. We think a little different, man.
We got
but like I say, we mess with all of them, man. I don't wore 3 uniforms, bro. So,
but that's why I rock with the military, man. Military people, they got like military people. I find you can talk to them. They gonna at least keep it a buck. Sometimes you get with ninjas off the street, man. They ain't listening to nothing.
I'm gonna tell you why, Ronin. Because everything we do in the military, that's one thing I always give the military credit for, the Army credit for is, hey, there's no gray area.
No.
If you jacked up, somebody gonna go right in your face in the middle of the day and tell you jack the hell up. And I always give the military credit for that, because there was no gray area, man. Like,
no,
they're gonna tell you what to do, right to your face. If you like it or not, you're gonna do it. Suck it up and keep it moving. And what I think it did is later on, once I retired, now when people see me, they know if I tell you something, it's 100. I don't have time to be playing with you or your feelings. I'm not gonna be disrespectful. I'm not gonna be rude. But I'm gonna tell you, if you ask me, I'm gonna tell you what it is, and you just gotta keep with it or keep it moving. So I always give the the military service credit for that. Is they're gonna show you that there's people out here. I don't care if he's 5 foot tall and I'm 6'4". That little bastard gonna walk up to me, put his hand in my chest, say, "You jacked up, let you know stuff together." You know what I'm saying?
You gonna listen? But look, Sarge, brother asked him. He say he need help with that 100%, but he's not on Facebook. Do you have an IG? You can also reach Sarge by his email. Give your email.
I'll stick that in there too. I'll put that in the chat too. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, put your email in the chat. Brother Ray can get on there.
Yeah, I got you, brother.
This is what it's about. Listen, the brotherhood is so important. Brother Irwin.
Yes, sir. Man, I saw you guys on. I've been watching you guys, and I'm like, man, let me see if they're gonna drop the link. And then I saw on get on there. I said, okay, let me check it out. Be looking for this link so I can get on here and talk to these guys.
Man, I'm always gonna drop the link, because you know why I drop the link on damn near every video? Because I don't just want to be in an echo chamber. I got my views, but part of building any society, you got to have brothers around you that think different, and they add to you, and that's how you can grow. Because you got a closed mind. Me and my mom was talking about this yesterday. If your hand closed, nobody can put nothing in it. But your hand is open to ideas. Your mind is open. This is how you grow. So I like people, even if they're adversaries, to talk with me. You know what I mean? So it's what's up. So you got the stage, my brother.
Well, listen to some of the things he's saying. I mean, a lot of it is fact, right? I'm going to be moving 100% probably in January, and DR is one of my homes. I got 3 homes, and DR is one of them. So right now I'm in Barranquilla. I was hanging out with Uncle Jay last night in Cartagena. And he's a well-behaved young man, guys. Okay, I can prove that. But so when you travel abroad, there's a lot of things that you learn. You're either gonna learn the highway, or you can learn because you associate with the right people, right? And you guys' channels, it provides a lot of details. Uncle Jay provide a lot of details. Sergeant provide a lot of details. Ronnie, you provide a lot of details to help brothers. So I mean, not only military guys, but just guys that travel. You know what I'm saying? They need to understand that one slip up can cost you everything. You know, so I appreciate you guys for doing what you do. You know, and we here to support the best we can. You know.
Yeah, man, that's the thing. So look, why you so ever since you've been in Colombia, DR, have you had any problem? Anybody tried to rob you? You went through any things?
I had one issue in Colombia. I was at the gas station, and I had a necklace on, and there was two guys on the bike. They came, the guy because over here, you know, they pump your gas. So you pull up, they pump your gas, and then the other guy walking on the side of me, and I'm like, "That's my tank is on that side. Why is he walking over here?" But I saw the motorcycle pass, but I wasn't paying attention. My girl was in the car with me, and then but I had my window like halfway, and my necklace I had on at the time was like pretty tight to my neck. So he reached in and tried to grab it, and I, you know, just a reflex thing, I moved. And she thought he had stabbed me. I was like, "But why would you think he stabbed me?" He just reached into the car and tried to grab the necklace. But it was so tight to my neck, he didn't get it. But then reflex, I tried to get out the car to chase out the dude, but I had my seatbelt on. So I guess, you know, I was like, I couldn't get out. And he just ran and jumped on the back of the motorcycle and took off. And since that day, when I travel, I take that shit off before I leave the house. If I have it on and I'm on my way to the airport, whoever take me to the airport, I take it on and put it on that neck. I'm like, I'll get it when I get back.
Yeah.
You know, because it's not worth it. And that was the first time I ever got the attempted robbery thing anywhere I've ever traveled. You know.
Yeah.
But in DR, you never have to worry about somebody robbing you for your chain. They might rob you for your phone.
They'll take your phone. The phones is the thing in the DR. The Concho will grab your phone. Man, they some phone grabbers in the DR. Like they will get your phone or even your camera, man. I've been in situations, but I find in certain areas of the DR, and I find, listen, if you with a Dominican person, a real one, they're going to kind of tell you the areas that you need to be in, where a person to do that kind of stuff at. Because even the brother Giamo, when he was talking about the person took his phone, he went off the beaten trail. Like he went to a different. There's an area that you go in. Let me show you, man. God, I don't have that little camera. I got a little camera I film with. I can put it on my hat. It's about this big, and you can't see it. It's so small. I could be a world-class creep camera if I wanted to, but I just don't. I don't really do it like that. But I could if I wanted to just film booty cheeks and Sosua or caught the hand anywhere I wanted all day. I can. But and even with that, man, sometimes I got mixed emotions with that because it's how a lot of people come to the country. It's a lot of, and Sarge, I want you to answer this too, but let's get to the super chat. We're gonna get into creep camming right quick with all you brothers. So my brother Phil, man, shout out to the $50 super chat. Brother, look, man, let me tell you something, man. Brother Phil, look, I gotta say it again. Brother Phil always come through. It's just, man, it's just real. He say, y'all bring back memories. I remember Basic getting roasted for being made to sweep in the sunlight off the sidewalk. Man, yo, so you, Brother Phil, I didn't know. So look, shout out to Brother Phil. He's a truck driver. Shout out to my truck drivers. I didn't know Brother Phil was military too, man. I want to tell you, guys, man, I got a lot of military guys, man. Shout out to you, man. That's my guy, man. Nice. Brother Phil is a solid guy. Brother Phil, I did not know you were military, man. You could have told me. But I'm telling you, a lot of guys from the military, man, I rock with them hard, man. I definitely appreciate that. But on Jay, we're gonna go. Wait, let's go, Sarge. On Jay, brother. Sarge, I'm coming with you first because we talking about Sosua. What effect do you think the creep cam is it good, bad, indifferent? What do you think about creep camming in Sosua?
Personally, I don't see a problem with it.
Okay. Hold on, we lost. Wait. some reason we lost. Yeah, we hear you now. Your mic.
Yeah, I don't necessarily see a problem with it, and I say this because I think that the brothers that are doing it or the people that are doing it, there's a place for it.
Yeah,
I really do believe there's a place for it. I know people feel some type of way about it. They think, something's wrong with it or whatever. But like you said earlier, a lot of brothers are out here because of creep cam.
exactly. That's what I was saying. I feel different ways.
A lot of brothers change their life. A lot of brothers don't want to hear us talk about chains getting snatched and meeting a good woman and investing. It's some brothers out there that just want to see some cheeks and want to come out.
They want to see booty cheeks. They want to see booty
cheeks. They want to see them in them same pants they wear every day out here in Sosua.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh wait, hold on. Now you hit something. You said something on the head. I can't let you. Wait, I can't let you glide. Look, on Jay, I can't let him glide over that.
I tried to slide by.
I can't let you glide over that because that's one thing I saw with some of the chicks. They wear the same ass tights. Look, I done saw chicks on Playa Elisa taking. They got a shower. You know, when you come down them stairs by Playa Elisa, or the other beach. That's the beach that people that brothers don't go to. Right. Oh, Jay, we got two beaches. You got the regular beach that brothers go to when you go down the strip by Flip Flop, and you got one called Playa Elisa. You come down there, there's a lot of tourists sit there, but there's a shower there. Dude, I'd have been standing at the top of there with the stairs and look down. I got a video, man. I never put it out. Chicks taking a whole shower. You know, these little working chicks, they're taking a whole shower with mangoes. Washing that cooch, getting ready, and going back out on the strip with the same damn tights on. Or they wash them in that corner. You know, they got their washing machine right across from the Bond ice cream shop. They go wash them. You laughing because they wash them tights. Look, OJ, they wash them tights and they go right back on there. And the brothers, every other video, I see the thing.
Hey, I'm gonna walk by there tomorrow. Ain't gonna be nobody out there. Ain't nobody gonna be out there.
Man, so I couldn't let you glaze over. They got the same tights on. We had to hit on that. That's important.
I had a schooler brother. If you see her at Bailey's in them tights, and then you see her at Roomba's in them tights, and then you go to the casino and she got the same thing on, you might want to leave her alone. But that's why I tell brothers, hey, if you're gonna pick a chick, try to find one with a car.
Yeah, she's struggling.
That means she can come back and forth. You know how women travel with everything in their car. At least they change clothes 2-3 times a day. And I only learned that from Flip.
See, Flip, man. Flip
don't get his credit. Flip was like, hey, man, if they don't have a car, P, leave them alone. Straight up.
Shout out to Flip with that.
One, because
you around there
paying for it.
Banging them sardines, big dog. Why you want to bang them sardines?
Right. Only time she take a shower when she in your crib. Using up all your old spice. So that's just game. Flip game.
Yeah, that's why I asked you that right there, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Cash can get in there. Mm-hmm. So OJ, we're gonna go down the line. OJ, the creep camming in Cartagena, man. What do you think about it? Good, bad, ugly? What would you think?
I kind of agree with Sarge as far as I know the creep cam is what got me interested. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to kick it in the butt. But so there's two different type of YouTubers. There's the YouTubers that travel, come here, they get all their footage, and then they leave and post it.
Yeah.
And there's guys like Sarge, like you, like me, like Edwin. We live in these places. We can't be known for that.
No.
So I have guys, man, like when I'm in the club, I do a scan of the room, but I don't just focus on one person because that chick sees that video. And then when she sees me again, she's telling other chicks, that's that guy, he's doing YouTube and he's gonna put you out there, whatever. I don't even want to be known for that. So, I felt good, man, when I had my man on my show. He did my first show. And there was a lot of brothers that were like thanking me, man, thank you for putting out this good information because, man, my man Edwin was dropping Jews and definitely holler at him if you wanted some advice on investing and getting your money right or what. I mean, he was telling me some stuff, and then we in the club. I'm introducing him to some of my friends, and they getting his number and everything. Like, man, that guy, what? Let me holler at him or whatever. But
yeah,
like
that's
I
the
said,
brotherhood. Great.
I was interested, and I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I was uneducated about this thing before, but I made my decision to move to Cartagena because of creek cams. Now,
Yeah.
let's keep it up. Hey, we all gonna keep it a buck, right?
Yeah.
All right. I'll put Cartagena creek cams up against Sosua any day. But like Ronin told me, he was like, them ain't the chicks that's really popping. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Whereas like I think a lot of the street chicks in Cartagena, even if they just walking around, they really put an effort to try to look their best or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You know, and like I said, I've never been to the Dominican Republic, so I can't really speak on it. All I can do is when I was making my decision, I was like, you know, a guy will put, oh man, Sosua women on fire. And then I done wasted 30 minutes of my life looking at some chick looking dirty, walking with sandals, you know, just dragging her feet and everything. I'm like, and when I was seeing like the chicks around the clock tower, these chicks got high heels on, they got dresses on, they got but like I said, my boy, if you don't know something, you ask. And my boy Ronin was like, nah, bro, the chicks in the club, they may not even come out to the beach. They don't even go certain places. And some of those places, they don't allow cameras inside. So it's a lot of chicks that we never see. But I'd already made my decision. I mean, I'm happy with it. I'm still gonna mess with the Dominican Republic, but now
we need all of it. Look,
I
need you in. Look, I need you in Cartagena.
Ronin say, stay in Cartagena. I need you over there. I got too many people depending on me now, being over here.
Yeah, now let me tell you, man. Now this is the thing, and this for all you brothers on here right now, all four of y'all, man. Once you start showing your face, man, let me tell you something. Everybody know you, and it's bigger than you think, and it only get bigger and bigger. People see you, especially black people, man. We all link up with each other. Y'all don't realize YouTube is a TV station now. Like, YouTube is conquering mainstream media. So you see people watch this, you say, well, there's 164 people, but that still get played over and over and over for years. Thousands of people watch that. Thousands and thousands of guys gonna watch this. And they're sitting there. There's people in Russia right now watching it. You don't even know what's going on. So your words have to be, you know, you got to understand. They're definitely weighted.
Getting emails from overseas, you know?
Yeah, I get emails from everywhere. So my brother, King John, appreciate the shout out to you, brother, with the super $2 super chat. To the brotherhood, that's what it's about. So I'm gonna ask you the same thing, bro.
I'm going to meet him after we done.
Yeah.
Well, man, shout out. He's a member of the channel, man. Shout out to you being a member of the channel.
Before you go to Ed, let me say one more thing before you go to Ed. Something else that Sarge kicked on, man, about he was dropping some Jews about getting a chick with a car. At least you know she got something, or she can provide some type of value to you.
Yeah.
Because my girl, when I met her, she had a car, she owned property, and that's, you know, to be honest, it's actually easy to tell who's a pro and who's not a pro. If a chick ain't got nothing going on, no car, no home, no nothing, what can she offer you except
how is she eating? That's what I'm trying to tell brothers.
Yes, she eating. She gotta eat, right? I'm not.
Wait. Do I gotta say this?
And there's a reason, and there's a place. And
she belongs to the streets.
Yeah, I'd rather brothers, man. To be honest with you, like you were saying earlier, Sarge, when you're not with that woman, if you go back to the States for 6 months, you think your little $500 you gave her, that little $200, they thinking like, man, okay, this guy's sending me $300, I can make more. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But nah, bro. Yep. I'm like, nah.
Yep.
They're not looking at the long term on Jay.
Man. They don't want to know, bro. They do not want to know. And all you got, I mean, think about this, right? If her Instagram and it tells a story. If she's on boats, if she's in these expensive hotels, and the reason I know that they're probably selling that box is because my girl was considered like in the, like higher income level for Colombia. And everything that we do is something new for her. Because locals can't afford to do the tourist stuff. She had never been to the islands, and she lived right here. She had never been to the Sky Bar. She had never been to these expensive restaurants and stuff like that. So it's right there in front of your face. You just got to get over that. And this was a previous show we did, the allure of Latina. Once you get over that and you start thinking with some sense or whatever,
you
but like,
the right head.
You go into Sosua or Cartagena looking for a wife, man, please.
Yeah, don't do. But look, let me ask you something on Jay. But right now, this is the most important question. Yeah. If that woman left you tomorrow, would you really care? You can get another one.
Man,
that's what different. That's what separates brothers with a passport. Look, listen.
Hey, Sarge took my line, brother. Look. Sarge took my line. That's what I say. Man, I feel like I'm the LeBron James of Cartagena, man. When I walk in the building, they all stare. Man, look, me and Ed, right? We was out last night. We in the VIP by the DJ, and like he said, he was like, you a good guy, whatever. I'm drinking water all night, being aware of everything that's going on. Man, them chicks was looking at us like a piece of meat, bro. Like they wanted to get up there so bad. Now, I hate to say it, but hey, y'all don't tell Ed, but he brought sand to the beach, but he was a little upset that he brought some sand.
That ain't wrong with that. Don't let him shame you, bro.
She was holding him tight, but you know what I'll say? Nah, I got to give my boy credit. She was a lawyer. So
all right,
when guys say, man, you can't get no, in Colombia, Cartagena, you can't get no regular chick, that's a lie. But guess what? Sarge spends most of his time, he only spends 3 months out of a year in the United States, the rest in Dominican Republic and here. If you here, you can find a regular chick. I know a lot of regular chicks, but I'm not gonna introduce them to no passport pookies, that's coming. And I know what y'all doing. Y'all ain't ruining my reputation here. Now, if you move here, got you back.
Hey,
because you got to deal with
all
this
my
shit.
girls' friends. They be asking me for Americans.
You don't get active duty treatment or active duty pay if you're a weekend. If you're in the reserve.
Hey, enough said. Enough said.
That's what it is.
That's it. So, brother Ed. So, in your experience, so what do you think about the whole creek cam thing? What's your input on that?
Well, I'm gonna be devil's advocate here. I mean,
go ahead. I want you to be.
Frankly, I think
there you go.
It's not cool. I think it brings the wrong crowd and the wrong ideas, right?
Okay.
Because I mean, we know for guys who travel, they know what to expect. But for guys who have no idea, never been before, or they're looking at videos and they're like, I'm gonna just go and then they go out there and behave wrong, and then that pointing back to all of us, not just one person, right? Even though one guy or two guys doing it, but make all of us look bad. So for that, I don't like it. But like Uncle Jay said, I watch him from time to time. I look for the one that have the biggest booty. I'm a booty guy. So,
I think we all are.
I'll get my few minutes here. And then I'll be like, okay, I had enough, and I'll leave it alone. But I mean, it helps out too. It brings more popularity, but sometimes it can bring the wrong people. That's my
yeah. Well, sometimes it does. So you're right. So you got like me. I say I got mixed emotions. I think creek cam is a good thing and a bad thing. I just think, but I tell men all the time, once you start a YouTube channel like us, we on here, and you show your face, you can't be a creep camera. The creep camming lifestyle is gone for you. Yeah. It's over because people know who you are. Because you see most creep cameras, you don't know, especially in DR. I know a few of them. Many of them are like Haitian brothers. They're not even American dudes at all. And I'm just, maybe I'm putting out too much with that.
Right.
A lot of these dudes are Haitian brothers and foreigners. And I understand why they're doing it. They in the DR, they got to make money. Because creep camming pays good. Like you can make some good money because look, I was telling on Jay this the other day. Look, you can all you need is to get monetized. You need 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. But what you need, the most important things is views. There's brothers with 200,000 or 300,000 people, but they don't get a lot of views. I only have right at 16,000 people, but I get enough views that YouTube sent me an award today. Hey man, you're on the right track. You're on the right track to get that 100,000 is coming. Salute to you. And YouTube sent me a coupon to get $250 off on a GoPro. I was telling Jake. So YouTube will reward you when you're getting numbers and you're doing things. And I keep telling dudes all the time too. There's other type videos you can make. I think faceless YouTube channels pay way more than us doing these things if you do it right. So my nephew makes $10,000 now every month with a faceless YouTube channel showing African stories. There's like he's showing African stories about Ayance the spider and all these things, and people watch. AI has leveled the playing field where you can make a lot of money, but a lot of dudes are on these 9-to-5s, and the 9-to-5s take all your time. So when you get home, you ain't got the time to sit there and do. You ain't worrying about doing that. You just sit there a little while. You might watch some Martin Lawrence, go to sleep, and you say, I'm gonna start a YouTube channel one of these days, and then you get mad and you sit there. You see on Jay, you see me or somebody, and then you say, man, Sarge coming here. He in Sosua. You know what? He ain't nothing. Sarge, see that guy, Sarge? And Sarge, you get ready for this. It's coming. Dude's gonna start hating on you for no freaking reason. They're gonna say, he ain't nothing but a trick. He ain't got no women. Who you think? And it's gonna be black men that look like you. They're gonna start. So, brother Irwin, that's the part that I don't like. Is the hating us. So I agree with you with what you're saying, but I also think Creek Hammond helps and hurts at the same time.
Yeah, it does. And then as far as people hating, let's say if somebody like on Sarge or Uncle Jay or you or me or whoever else, I love those because if you can do better, right? Then you do better than me, right? But if you can't, you shut the hell up. It's just plain and simple. You don't tolerate it, because the bottom line is you here to help people, right? We are here to help people provide information that people can use to better themselves the best way we can. Now, because that make people see me and say, oh, they got on YouTube. I'm just a regular guy. You know what I'm saying? I might have a couple of pennies in my pocket and wear clean underwear and stuff, but I'm just a regular guy.
Yeah. Yeah, but let me ask you a question like that this brother just said right here. The passport villain. So what he said is, how does creep cam add to the bad behavior?
Well,
and I'm playing the devil's advocate.
So okay, let's say the guy. I mean, so from creep, that's what they call it, creep cam, because it's creepy, right? You're recording somebody who you're not getting the permission, and they're trying to get the best angle that will get them more views, right? So I mean, from I'm trying to think of a nicer word to put, but I mean, from a standpoint of being proper, is inappropriate, right? Because you don't want nobody doing that to your mom or sister, or like me, I got 4 girls. I don't want nobody that doing to my girls, even though I may watch it, but still, I'm a man. At the end of the day, I'm a man, but still, it's inappropriate. And people got to make a living, so I don't bash that. You're never gonna see me online and say, "Hey, stop the creep cam." No, make the creep cam. But if you get busted and go to jail and stuff like that, then you're gonna have problems, So
yeah, but look, you just bring up something that I'm thinking about. Look, and at the same time, look, creep cams do numbers. The brother, was just talking about pressure bust pipes. Creep camming does serious numbers. Like it brings in a lot of money. So that's not the part I dislike. I don't like all they lumping everybody in with it. I think it's just like hip hop. You got hardcore, softcore, of like porno or whatever. Like, don't lump everybody in with the same thing. Creep cam should be his own thing. Creep cam, you got brothers on this, brothers on that, and we should all fall into certain things. But a lot of people, especially the haters of the movement, they lump everybody into the same thing. That's my gripe with it. And I think eventually the government gonna step in. This is what I'm thinking. That the government gonna come in and they'll say, well, hello, wait. We don't want y'all doing the creep camming, and I don't want to get caught in that. That's my whole thing. So you'll see me make a video about Sosua, and I'm just showing up the freaking water. Look, if I showed you all the videos I have with women, you would trip the hell out. When I tell you I got hundreds of videos with women, but because I live there most of the time, and I know a lot of the chicks, I ride the Caribbean tourist bus with them from Santo Domingo to Sosua. I know piles of them. So it would just go left. Now, look, you could do like other brothers do. You could pay them and say, hey, come on my channel. I'm going to pay you or whatever. And you could do it like that. But nah, man, but like the creep cam thing, because most of the creep cameras don't live in Colombia or the DR. They come there and they come there a little while, make their videos, and just roll out, you know? So Unlimited Cam. Are you in so you in Santo Domingo, Unlimited Cam?
Nah, I'm back in the States. I'm in Atlanta right now.
Boy,
damn, I know you're feeling like, God damn.
Boy, that boy moved quick, man. He be gone. He be gone.
Cam,
I'm in Atlanta.
So Cam, what do you think about the creep cam? So brother Eugene say creep cam is what sparked all of it.
Big facts, though.
Now look, creep cam like Charles Tyler sparked me, but brother, I got you. Charles Tyler and Taylor Made and Brother Flip, Frustrated. That's what got me. But I understand, bro. Look, I got boy. If I unleash the dragon of the footage I got, look, I'm gonna wait till I move somewhere else. Maybe I move to Ethiopia. When I move to Ethiopia, I'm gonna open Pandora's
You gonna
box.
unleash the footage?
You want to see? You want to see Sosua? Boom!
You gonna break out the archives, man.
Yeah, bring the archive. Look, next thing you know, I be in jail like R. Kelly. What do you want from me? Yeah, I got you. Unlimited, you got the floor, my dog.
Yeah, so I feel again similar to what everyone else said. That's what brings the traffic. And I've been going to Dominican Republic. I got family born there. I've been going there since I was young. So I've never been to Sosua. I went to Sosua maybe 2 years ago, and that's because I saw the creep cam videos. I was like, this is what's going on over there. I've never, because again, I got cousins who she found her husband in Sosua.
Yeah.
One of my cousins way back, a white dude, and that's when I heard about it, but I never understood. I just thought it was a city. Nah, they was going over there looking and creeping for a dude and getting a dude and then taking them back and going wherever they go from there. So, but I like it because again, it attracts a lot of people and just the currency as well. It brings so much money to that area. People may not like it, but guess what? When it's time to, you see the places being built up in those areas. That wasn't like that 20 years ago. It was just dirt, grass, and a bunch of shacks. So now it's getting buildings and doing all these things. Now I do believe they're going to clean it up, especially with that community they're building, like not too far. When that community's finished, they start adding those stores. They're going to clean it up.
Oh, you talking about on the beach?
Yeah,
where they building? Yeah, they're building some major things.
When that's finished, it's over. I promise you that.
It's already starting, Cam. I'm telling you, man, it hasn't been a day I have not been down in Sosua. And they ain't chasing chicas and chasing people off the streets. It's already happening. Yeah. They already started. They already started cleaning.
Yeah. But it won't go nowhere. It's just gonna be like it's gonna be like Santo Domingo. But Santo Domingo is like a dating site. Like
right.
If you want to clap cheeks like that, if you find a girlfriend, look on Jay at Santo Domingo, you go on Tinder. Let me tell you, I told brother the other day, he like, Ronin, I thought you were capping. He said, I need a neck brace. He like he went to Santo Domingo. He clapped so many cheeks. He say, look, brother called me. He about to cry. I can't hardly believe it. Like, man, you gonna be okay. Like, he had never had, like, and Sarge, you were talking about that earlier. We go through so many different things that when you get in these environments, like, you just lose it. Like, you don't understand these things. So the sewer just gonna go underground. It's gonna be, it's not in the open. They're gonna be on Tinder or whatever dating site, you know. go. Yeah, man. This is the thing, man. So the whole thing, man, is brothers do need to treat the women better. And this is my question to you, Sarge, because you see it. Because a lot of YouTubers, man, with the live streaming too, like live streaming sometimes is just as bad as creep camming. Cats would be like, look at this chick. She don't even know she's being recorded. Cat the live streaming. I'm not about to pay her. Watch this. Like, and I saw dudes in Japan do it. It's not a Sosua or a Colombian or Brazil thing. Dudes doing it all over the world for views. Look, the internet now is the bag. The internet is the bag. This is the new Hollywood. So let me tell you, you can have a video go viral. You're a freaking superstar. Like you done made a hit song.
Shoot the hot to a girl.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's the same thing.
Perfect
like
example.
anything you do can make you a star now. The internet. And I tell brothers, if you don't have a YouTube channel or Instagram or whatever, man, what are you doing? This is the way. It's the new way. Either you could be current or you could be left behind. It don't have to be where it's showing your face, but you could do a faces channel. Look, you'll make more doing YouTube than you do busting your butt 9 to 5 in a lot of these jobs. And I'm gonna tell guys that this is how to do it though. Like us brothers sitting here, it's just so hard to get brothers to do it. Support each other. Sarge got a group. On Jay got a group. All the brothers got channels. All we need to do is support each other. I keep telling ninjas this.
And it's free.
It's free.
It's free. And we all lift each other up. It don't cost you nothing to subscribe to Sarge's channel. It don't cost you nothing to subscribe to Unlimited Cam. Why wouldn't you do that unless you're just a hater? Why wouldn't you do that? But if you get on the team too, we're gonna support you the same way. You ain't gotta hate. Participate. Get on some of this. Get on D. We got you, big dog. We're gonna raise you up with us.
Yeah.
Every one of the guys that come on the panels, man, I subscribe to them. But you know what? They subscribe back to me.
Exactly.
So it all works out. We got to support. We got to get rid of that mentality, man, that we got, especially in our community, man. It's like we scared that somebody's gonna get more shine than the other one, man. And YouTube is all, man. Look, Ronin doing his thing, Sarge doing his thing, I'm doing Cam, Edwin. Everybody got their own little lane, and I think you can pick up little nuggets from each one of us. You know what I'm saying? We don't all think alike. If we all thought alike, these streams would be very boring. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to have input from different people. You know, I can respect the fact that Edwin say, well, I don't really like the creep cam or whatever.
Yeah, me too. I ain't saying nothing. I'm okay with that.
He loves them. Like I said, it drew me to Colombia. You know what I'm saying? But I don't necessarily do it because like Ronin was saying, you go to do this in the club, man, and then all of a sudden, bro, you see that same chick out, and now she's got 10 or 20 chicks surrounded by you. You know what I'm saying? And you can't do nothing. You can't do anything. What you gonna do? Fight them? You know?
Yeah.
Uncle Jay, we gotta go to Sosua, right? So I'm going to Sosua in probably end of October when I get back.
Let's make it happen.
Oh, that's when everybody gonna be there. That's when
everybody gonna be
there.
That's
the Halloween. That's the Halloween joint.
Right.
Look, Jay, that's the cheek clapping Olympics. Y'all gotta get ready.
Woo. But you know what you were saying about what Sarge was saying about Sosua and how it's changing. Well, it's the same thing in Cartagena. You know, for about 3 months, man. Look, these chicks were starving. It was like 70% off signs and shit, off chicas and everything, man. They was scared, bro. They was running scared, man. I mean, it was like a ghost town for a minute. I was like, Lord, did I make the wrong move or whatever? But they basically just moved them out to the barrio. So it actually benefited me because I moved out the barrio. So my Airbnb that I'm going to have is just as close to the club now as if you stayed in Central. So now guys won't use that excuse. Well, man, your Airbnb is so far, whatever. But what you can do with this is guys is interested in investing. Brother, hit me up, man. They got properties like $30,000-$40,000, bro. And then I got a construction crew, man. They'll rehab that thing, man. Probably $30,000, $40,000.
There you go, man. You get in the game.
you got money, man. You got money to be made. I'm telling you, man.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm doing it for another guy right now. He's like, man, find me a spot. I found him a spot for like $36,000, man. And like I said, I got a construction crew. They'll come over, rehab that thing, man. Them boys work. Them boys work, man, for the low. So I'm gonna make sure that you get those local rates instead of those gringo prices, and that's the value in these YouTube channels, getting the information, man.
Jay,
Information
you're
is powerful.
100% right. And look, and even on top of that, Divine Passport, bro, is saying the same thing. That's the person you talk to before you even get ready to travel. He can
Absolutely.
show you how to grow your money, right? The Divine
Yes.
Passport, bro. Make sure you
Dividend.
subscribe to this channel. Yeah, he
right.
show you how to do it. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't see it. I'm sorry.
Dividend.
Yeah, dividend. Yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't see it.
Yeah,
That's
he's
Yeah.
showing you how to get your money right so you can live over here. Because I know that's
Yeah.
probably the biggest question.
Yeah,
or the
dividend.
biggest
Yeah,
comment
real
that I
talk.
get.
And
man,
guys,
how can I move?
It
This is
doesn't
his
take a
channel.
lot. You know, it doesn't take a lot. You know, you can start with $1. All you take is $1. You can start with $1 every week, and that's enough to start. And once you start, after a month, 2 months, it becomes part of you. So you put more.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, so and that on the channel, I encourage everybody. Even though I show my stuff, but I also show my tiny. I got a small portfolio also that look. You know, this is where I started from. So 5 years later, this is where I'm at in 5 years. Now I can retire tomorrow. It doesn't matter. You know.
All right. So
Yeah.
let me ask you something. Why you think, brother? Why you think brothers don't invest? I have stocks. I have real estate. Why you think the average brother's not doing that?
It's the stigma of you're gonna lose your stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's white people do that. That's
Yeah.
You know, I don't even want to think
That ain't for us. That ain't for us.
You know, it's like no, we don't do that. We put our money under the bed, and then when the house burned down, you lose everything.
Man, look, man, why you just saying that, man? This is crazy. Look, so my dad and my grandfather just died. So my grandfather, so my grandfather was right, he about to make 100, and they found a sock that he had. It was full with thousands of dollars. Now my aunt ain't say how much it was, but it was thousands. He had one of them old church socks. That's like long with So brother, you saying the same thing. And I think brother Phil is saying the same thing about, can we finance in Colombia? Can you finance out there?
No, but Dominican Republic, I think.
Yeah, you can finance in DR.
That question.
You can finance in DR, yeah.
Yeah, you can find
But
you
no
gotta
in
know the right
no in
people.
Colombia. Everything is cash here.
Yeah, you can finance in DR if you know the right people, but you're like, it depends on who you're dealing with, and you got to pay so much in DR.
I've heard 40% down.
It changed. Look, man, DR is like a crooked roach leg. One day is this. It's like a sale. And one day is 40, one day is 20, one day is 30. It go up and down. It's just like who you're dealing with. You know, you don't know what's going on, man. I done walked off of 3 deals in the DR because of stuff like that.
Wow.
I didn't want to lose my money. I do own some property in the DR, but man, I done walked off some stuff because they'll go left, right. But brother Ed, so you're saying that, I mean Edwin, so you think that a lot of people, can I call you Ed? Do anybody call you Ed?
My mom used to call me Ed. I didn't like that name. I told her,
okay, wait. That's enough. I ain't gonna call you Ed. My mama used to call me that. No, I ain't gonna do that, man. I never do that. So
I mean, E for sure. That's fine. E is good. I could do E.
Yeah, E. I'm gonna call you E. So look, E. So when you deal, so you saying a lot of us, we look at it as like, is a white person staying, and we don't want to lose our money.
Right.
What's the first investment a brother should make?
Well, as far as when it comes to what I do, I always tell people to start with the employer.
Okay.
Because that money is, especially if the employer matching, right? In your 401k, most of the employer will match 3 to 5%. If they're matching you 5%, you put 5%, that's 10%. You get them 5% for free, you know, and that's going to compound, right? Every year that's going to compound. And you're not even thinking about that money. You just put your money in there. I used to date this girl, and I told her, I said, you need to invest in your 401k. And she said, no, I need my paycheck. But the problem is when you put in that 5% in there, it's not coming out of your paycheck. It's not being deducted from your paycheck because that money is gross. It's not net.
Facts.
So it don't affect your actual paycheck as much as people think.
Yeah.
You know, so people, like I say, if you don't know, you just assume. And people want to be rich, but they don't want to pay taxes. How you gonna be rich and you don't want to pay taxes? You know, it's like I want the money, but I don't want to pay to have the money. Come on, that's like I don't get it. You know what I mean? So
people think like that, man. I remember when I was a union truck driver, and the number one thing that I would get is, man, I'm not paying for no job, and I'll be like, wait a minute. So the union dues are $50 a month, right? But the difference between a union job and a regular job is probably $50,000 difference.
That's a big difference.
But you're letting that $50 scare you. And so no disrespect to anybody that live in those states, but I can't stand when they say right to work state. Right to work state means that, oh, well, we can rip you off. We don't care about giving you good benefits or whatever. Right. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna tell you this, it's like when I was working for the union truck driving companies, like, brother, they paid all our medical, all our dental, everything, and you get a retirement. You know what I'm saying? But most of those ninjas would be like, man, that 50 y'all paying for a job. You pay $50 a month or whatever. But it's just, to me, it's ignorance.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, guys won't even pay to have their own LLC, right? But they want to save money, but they won't spend $50 to have an LLC that they can use to save them more money.
Right.
But they worry
about. I got 4 of them, so you're right.
You know,
I got 4 LLCs.
You know, and you know what? It's funny that you said that, right? Because I was on Uncle Jay's channel, we were talking, and the guy came and he said he made a statement that kind of pissed me off because he said black people. If he would just say people, I wouldn't have gotten upset. But he said, I don't know why black people like to have all these LLCs don't make no money. And I was like,
and he had a white leg picture up, so
it's kind of rubbing the wrong way.
He had a white leg.
It was like a picture of white legs
sitting by the pool or somewhere, you know, and that just kind of pissed me off. It's like, you know, you don't say things like that because you have an LLC, it might not make you money, but it's going to save you money if you know what you're doing.
It's going to save you in the taxes. I got 4 of them. I got my real estate. I got T-shirts. I got my travel. I got everything.
In Jamaica,
No, you're right about that. So, quick story. I paid for school out of pocket, and I used my business account because I used my business credit cards because personally I wasn't making any money because I wanted to get financial aid and stuff like that. So, because I did my tax as an independent. So I got financial aid and I was paying some of my school out of pocket with my business account and with my business credit cards. So something went wrong and I wasn't able, like it would just go off of my business credit and I messed up my personal credit. Of course, I always paid everything on time, so I didn't have to deal with that. But it's always good to have that in your back pocket.
Yeah, it's good. So the brother Morgan say he got to talk to you, big dog Irwin. He got to talk to you, brother E. Look, this is what this channel is about. Reach out to their brother. Again, this is the brotherhood. Right. And LLC and will definitely save you a lot of money. I'm telling you, it'll save me a lot in taxes. See, we got to do so. We always like to point out white people. Let's do what they do. See, Asians and everybody come here. They come here like, they come here and do like the white people do. Like, look, I think a lot of it with us is white folks done our ancestors so bad. We don't want nothing to do with them. Kind of, we don't want nothing they do. We like, man, the hell with them. But other people, even our African brothers and all that, they'll come and they just fall in suit. And what a lot of us don't, I think we need to do that. But again, so look, you prove my point. A lot of the brothers will do that. It will just automatically do that. I think a lot of us need to do that. We need to just look, take the good of any culture. The rest of it, you can kick down the can. But the good of any culture, we utilize it. We the culture. Like, we the culture, baby. Let's go ahead and do it. You know, we the culture.
No, Ronin, you're absolutely right. But also, like, guys, you got to reach out to people as well. Like, I reach out to Jay. Me and Jay talk all the time, maybe once or twice a week. He'll call me, hey, what do you think about this? and he gets my advice because I'm a younger age. Just, hey, what do you think about this? Hey, I never thought about it that way. Then I asked him questions. Hey, what do you think about this? Oh, I think you should do this and that. He's the first person who got me to index funds because I just had all my money in like a money market, and then I started watching Edwin's channel. I'm like, all right, Edwin, let me get your number. Edwin is in a similar career field as me, and he's already 20 years ahead. So the game he can give me, I don't have to do all that struggling. I can already be up in 5 years by then. So you really got to reach out to people and ask questions. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, you got to ask questions. I mean, I was watching this interview where Method Man was saying that he hasn't made 1 penny from streaming. So what happens is that a lot of times us older cats, if you don't move with the times, you get left behind.
Yeah.
So a lot of people, when the music industry changed, they were like, man, I don't want to be involved. And ain't nobody buying records no more. You know what I'm saying? So you got to learn how to change. So my reason for, like, my partner with Cartagena Unplugged Express, Gustavo, he's a young boy. And the reason I want that young boy energy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mess with Cam, Kobe, them because the technical stuff, they're on top of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm trying to catch up. So it's not about knowing everything. It's seeking out people who knows more than you in their field or whatever. It's nothing ashamed of asking for help.
All right. Well, look, let me say this, OJ.
For information.
Well, listen, it's like Umar Johnson, right? So look, let's say Umar. Umar is a smart guy, intelligent, articulate. He's a front man, but like you hit on something that means a lot. Umar should be the front person, but he shouldn't be the business person. Like that, you know what I'm saying? Like he can draw the people in, but you need to have somebody else.
You mean
running,
that school ain't been built yet?
Yeah, but listen, he's a mouthpiece. Like, look, I'm a talker like that. I can bring people together, but I know enough just like I was telling brothers about the investments, like the brother said. He said, do you guys do more shows about investing? Look, I'm gonna make a whole different channel about investing, real estate. My life changed because of buying properties. I own a lot of properties from Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Houma, Lafayette. Right now, I'm talking with the city of Jackson, Mississippi, and Lake Charles, Louisiana, to build center block houses. That's what I've been doing all week. So brothers ask me, why you ain't streaming? Why you doing it? I'm doing look, YouTube is my hobby. Real estate is my job. Like, business. I'm trying to build center block houses in Louisiana and Mississippi, places because they keep doing the same thing over and over. You want to know how to get rich, y'all? Fulfill a need. Fulfill need.
That's it.
Fulfill a need. So, my brother, I'm making a whole different channel by real estate, because if I talk about real estate, so you know how many views I would get? None.
Y'all will be out of here, man.
y'all won't hear about clapping cheeks and story times and all that. So I'm gonna make a channel dedicated to real estate, and I swear, man, on Jay, man, this is real talk. At the church I was in, if this is real talk, I'm about to tell you guys, man. I have personally trained over 150 young black men about properties, how to work on air conditions. How I was in the church and I get all these guys jobs. Wow. I train them how to be plumbers, how to do these things, like electrical, changing sockets, how to paint. And one of them is very successful right now. He owns like well over 60 houses, and he owns a Quiznos. I'm like, damn, but you still got a Quiznos? He got a Quiznos. He owns the Firehouse subs, but he got it through real estate. I trained this guy since he was 12 years old on real estate because a man started showing me little things. I read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Think and Grow Rich, Earl Nightingale, How a Man Thinketh, and my life changed. But number one thing I always tell guys, take care of your own, and get your mind right, and take responsibility for your life.
Yeah. And
you're gonna win. I'm telling you, man, that's how you do it. So this is how we go, man. Shout out to brother Kev, and shout out to brother the real black. We got the real Blackula in the building. Hey man, look.
I love that picture.
Look, man, this is real talk. You got the Blackula. I just watched Blackula all the way through for the first time. Look, I saw it on there, but shout out to that brother, man. Umar, but let me tell you, man, Umar, even I don't agree with Umar and everything. Umar,
Smart
and
guy.
the brother say, I read a lot of Claude Anderson's book, Powernomics, and he had this other one I read too. I love brother Claude Anderson. Like, these are things we need to do. So I think we need to mentor a lot of brothers. I do that in DR a lot, man. I do it in America. So this brother saying, what can you do with 10 G's? Brother Ed, I'm gonna let you answer that. What can a brother do with 10 G's? But I tell guys this. Let me say this. Buy the hood. I'm telling you guys, man. You can
Message.
that changed my life doing that. If you don't buy, look, a lot of the people from Latin America, whether they're from Honduras, Venezuela, they're gonna do it. If you don't do it, they're gonna do it. So brothers, man, buy this. But brother Ed from and Cam, from the angle of investing on a technical level, what should you do with 10 G's, brother Ed? Brother E, I'm sorry, brother E.
Yes, 10 G's. I mean, it depends what you want. I always tell people, right? It depends what your risk level is and what's your outcome. What outcome do you want? Right? And then with that, we depend. We say, okay, because I'm a dividend investor. I'm not a day trader. I don't do. I buy stocks. I don't really sell stocks. Right? I buy them and hold them. I don't really buy them and sell them tomorrow to make a dollar. No, I buy dividends, and those dividends generate money for me to pay my bills, for me to live off of, do whatever else I need to. So if you want, if that's something you need to understand, then I have to know what you need to do with the funds. I need the funds in 10 years. I need the funds in 5 years. Then we can sit down and say, okay, well, but from a standpoint of that question, let's say if I need $1,000, 10 grand, you probably can make $1,000, but it's going to be very risky, right? So that's a chance you can lose maybe five grand, but you're still going to be making that $1,000 until that money runs out completely, right?
Yeah.
But so in the end, if you generate 15,000 from that 10 and the 10 run out, do you really lose money or do you gain money?
Mm-hmm.
So it's that process. So, but for me, I tell people, say, hey, if you got a 10-year or 20-year timeline, you can invest in something that pay you anywhere from 3 to 5 or 7 to 10%. That's, you get that on annually or monthly, and that compound. So you get $10 today. Next month you get another 10, and you got 20. That 20 gonna be 30. So it just compound, right?
Yeah,
it's not
real quick, Edwin, can you explain to people what is dividends? Some people don't know that.
So dividends. So let's say you buy a stock. I mean, I'm a guy. I talk very basic language. I don't use big terminology, so the layman can understand, right? It's pretty much very simple. When you buy, let's say you buy Tesla, right? You have to sell Tesla to get money back. But if you buy JP Morgan Chase, they pay dividends. So whatever, they might say, well, we're going to give you 3% on whatever money we make, right? Just like your bank account, they give you interest, right? They're 0.0%, but they might give you a percentage of what they make, right? So that's the dividend. So the bank might make $100,000, and they're going to from your money or whatever money you invest, and in return, they might give you 3% for that month or for that quarter or for the year, right? Mm-hmm. So that's what a dividend is. But you don't lose your principal. So you put that 10 grand, you might get $500 every year, but every year you're gonna get that $500 until you die. But the money gonna compound because that 500 this year, next year is gonna be another 500. So now you got 1,000, and the next year you got 1,500. So it's gonna compound. That's why they say let the money sit at least 5 to 10 years. In most cases, 20 years. And you have a big old nest egg. Well, you don't have to. You're not losing the principal. The principal stays the same way it grows, but your dividend keeps coming in.
All right, but let me ask you this, because a lot of our viewers, a lot of our viewers are people trying to get off the plantation right now. They're looking at it like, look, 10 years, man. Look, I can't deal with Big Shirley in them for 10 years. I'm trying to get out of here. Now, I get this all the time. Now, look, what you're saying, I think is the correct way. I think that's the perfect way. I think brothers should definitely utilize that. I got a lot of money in the stock market. I got things too. But I get men all the time tell me, "Hey man, I won't leave tomorrow. How can I do it?" And I tell guys this. This is one thing I tell men. If you start a YouTube channel, a good YouTube channel, like we were actually talking about, somebody echoing a little bit. Let me see. So look, I tell men, if you start a YouTube channel, there's a possibility that you will be able to. I got monetized in 30 days. 30 days from me talking about things. I was getting my first check was $100 without me spending any money, just using my regular telephone. This is a new one here, but my regular telephone. I started making $100 that I got monetized in that New Year's. By February, I made 300. April 400, 5, and it start going up. So you can definitely make money off YouTube too if you put in the effort. And you could take your YouTube money like I do, and I put it in my stocks. I put my YouTube money in that, and my YouTube money is enough to pay my bills. So I think brothers should have a strategy like this. So we need brothers like E dropping the game, saying how you take the long-term money, but short-term, if brothers will get and listen to me and build a brotherhood, and we all support each other, and we come on at different times. Like if I'm coming on at 6, Unlimited Cam coming on at 8, on J came on at 5, Sarge came on this. We got a whole freaking channel where brothers we print money, and you can take that money. So that I think that's the fastest way to free yourself from the plantation. Because I'm telling you this, man. You can make good money on YouTube if you do. And look, we in a small sector that's not even paying that much. If we get in the big, like, that's why a lot of guys say, hey, man, stop subscribing to me. I want to just be a traveler. I'm not trying to be a guy from DR or one of these things. But I'm telling you, this is the way that you do it. I'm telling you. That's why I tell any guy, listen to me, start a YouTube channel or a faceless one or whatever you do. Is the easiest way to make money. Then you go invest in this. And man, I'm telling you, you're done. I did it. This is my life right now. I can afford multiple houses. I can do it easy, but cats don't want to put in the work or the effort.
I got a quick way for brothers to get overseas if they're trying to get overseas. So as long as you got like a GED or high school diploma, I would say try to get like in the IT field. There's tons of remote jobs. My brother, he doesn't even have a college degree. He just got his GED. He went to the Army. He's a cop, and at night he does a remote job, and he makes $30 an hour online. So if he really wanted to, he can move to the islands and do IT work for $30 an hour. And especially if you're going to Colombia or Dominican Republic, all you really need is maybe $600 to $750 or $600 to $1,000 a month. So if you're making $30, $25, $30 an hour, that's about, what's that, $2,500 a month, $3,000 a month. You can literally live there, pay your bills, and live a cheaper lifestyle if you want to go and just take the easy route. Like I like a lot of money, so my job needs me more. Yeah. So I have to be at the office sometimes. I have to do things, but right now,
Cam, what you think a person need? What you think a person need in Santo Domingo? The least. I'm talking about to live. I ain't talking about being dirt poor or living like a local. What do you think? And I'm gonna ask Sarge the same thing. I'm gonna tell you with me. I have experimented in Santo Domingo and in Sosua. I have experimented. I stayed in Santo Domingo straight 8 months, almost 9 months, on a small budget, but I smashed so many cheeks. I'm living in Sosua, and where I didn't smash as many cheeks, I was like, whoa, hold on. I'm running out of money. And I did very good. So what do you think? And I'm like, you're going to do Santo Domingo. I'm going to let Sarge do Sosua. What's the least amount you think a person can live a decent life in Santo Domingo? And I want OJ to do Cartagena.
It just, again, depends on how you want to live, but the least amount. So my girlfriend in DR, in Santo Domingo, her rent is 20,000 pesos. So what is that? What is that? $300? $350?
Close.
Right, about $350, right, Sarge?
That's close.
Okay. It's close. So she pays 20,000 a month. That's $350, and then light, utility, and everything like that. Let's just say it comes about $450 US. Groceries, if you get eggs, fruits, and don't eat out, and you just get the groceries, you shouldn't. But monthly, you shouldn't be spending more than $1,000. See, the issue is when you get women involved, because that's when you start drinking. Because that's where my money goes. I started, yeah. But if you just want to live there, let's say you got a full-time girlfriend, you want to live there, I think 1,100 to 1,200, you'll be fine.
Yeah. Sarge, what you think a person need? Like, I'm not talking about like Trickeration Nation every day, you slapping cheeks. I'm just talking about a regular dude. Let's just say, look, let's take a regular dude that just coming. I'm moving to Sosua. I love it. I don't want look. Maybe you clap cheeks sometime, like me. I'm a occasional clap cheek in Sosua type of guy. Not all the time. I gotta fall into the pudding. You know what I
mean? I would say, see that for me, that's always a double-edged sword for a question. I think we talked about this on the last live. If you come to Sosua and you ain't clapping cheeks, I don't know what you're coming here for, personally. So I just, that's a hard number for me to even come. That's like going to Vegas. I mean, I got it. There's people that don't. I just ain't met them out here. That's just all I'm gonna say. So
no, they clapping cheeks, but they're not like cheeks, I don't see nothing wrong. Just every day clapping them cheeks.
I would say to be comfortable. Sosua is expensive.
It is expensive.
More expensive than a lot of other places in the Dominican Republic because of what Sosua is. So now, let's talking to the OGs, what it was a couple years ago before COVID, you're gonna need at least 2,500 to live good out here.
Somebody told me yesterday 3,000.
Yeah, like you going 2,500 is probably on the low end. 3,000 is.
Are you serious?
Wow. Yeah, I mean, just because of the rent, the rent's going up. I think we lost something in the power grid the other day. So now electric's starting to go up. In Sosua, things are going to be more expensive in Sosua. And I just don't believe too many brothers are going to come to Sosua and not eat out, not mess with the chicas, not be in some of the hot spots and stuff like that. So when people ask me that, I always say, like, I go a little bit higher because I just don't believe like you can go to Vegas and not go to the Bellagio. You might not gamble, you might not mess with the prostitutes, but you're going to eat out and do a lot of the stuff there. It's going to be more expensive. And I kind of correlate Sosua to living in Vegas or living in a party type city. So I think if you're going to live in this area and you want to save money, go to Cabarete, go to Puerto Plata, go out, but don't be in Sosua because
well, look, it depends on it depends, brother. Where like the brother Morgan hitting on this table. Look, so my little house over there is outside of Sosua. It's part of Sosua, but outside. Mm-hmm. Over there. Now, depending on what you into, like I'm answering the brother Morgan. I got a whole woman over there. I got a whole life in the barrio. I got a whole. Now that's my life, but the Wolf got his own life. When I'm talking about budgets, I split us. And look, on Jason, I split us in two different people. So me right now, I ain't the werewolf yet. I ain't drunk enough to be the werewolf. But when in my little area of where I stay at over there, I can live comfortably on $1,400 easy. But she takes on a lot of that by buying. I just give her the money. Here, this is what we need. She buy this. She cooks a lot. My mother-in-law cook this and that. And our place, we got 3-bedroom. A lot of people I posted a video recently with me walking to the store and everything, showing people how the neighborhood. Dude, that house is just $250 with that's the electric bill and everything. $250. But a lot of dudes not ready for that level yet. So they ain't ready for that. They ain't ready to be in there where the water cuts off, the lights cuts off. They ain't, even though it's a pretty environment, you do better. If you want those tourist type feelings, you're gonna pay more. So I can live off $1,400 because I'm from New Orleans. I'm used to having hurricanes and we don't have water for a month. I'm used to us flooding out. But so DR fit me good, but it might not fit you good. You know what I'm saying? You're like, damn, man, we ain't got water we don't have electric for 2 weeks. I've stayed in places in Louisiana, we don't have lights for a whole month. I'm out there hunting squirrels like freaking Rambo. I got a Converse shoe straight tied around my head, shooting at squirrels. You know what I'm saying? So cats ain't on that, but people from Louisiana, we own that. We can
Like I'll
deal
give
with
you
it.
an example. I refuse to have a car out here, right?
Yeah, me too.
So the way a lot of brothers talk about living, sometimes it's hard for me to put that into context because I'm out here for a totally different reason than a lot of brothers will come out here. I came out here to get away from all the material things, completely away from that. I looked at it like the simpler I live, the closer I am to God.
Yeah,
That's how I
real
looked
talk.
at when I came out here, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I refuse to drive. That's why I don't do a lot of things and I'm not intrigued by a lot of things chasing money because I realize in the 5 houses I bought, the 8, 9 cars I purchased, the jewelry, the purses, the PlayStations, the televisions. At the end of the day, the only thing that had me happy was this damn dog and my peace. So when we talk about finance and stuff about coming over here, I have to explain to brothers that my mentality here is not to come over here and work. My mentality over here was I retired at 38. I'm not going to wait till I'm 67.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
going
good.
to live how I'm supposed to live if I was drawing Social Security right now, because in essence, thank God to the military, I am. So
Shout out to the military, man. That's
when I
great. We
explain
just
to
said
brothers, right,
73 more dead.
you know what I'm saying? So when I explain to brothers that I have to tell them it's hard for me to articulate that because my whole purpose of coming here was to live. Now, I'm not washing in a bucket or none of that other stuff, but at the same time, the things that brother, like I shop at the local places. I buy my groceries at the local place. I buy my clothes at the local places. Why? Because I realized that in order for me, this is me, to be truly happy, I had to simplify my life because I just believe that when I get closer to nature, I get closer to God. So that was my whole intent in coming here. So when brothers come to me like, hey man, how do you buy a villa? Bro, I can't tell you because I'm not out here trying to buy a 5-bedroom villa. I don't care about none of that. I get the same cakes as you gonna get in that villa. That's just how I look at it.
No, you're gonna get more cakes.
Right.
You're gonna get more cakes than he got in that villa.
I got a pool, I got 2 bedrooms for a guest, I got a shower that works, I got all the food, I got electricity, I got internet, man. I'm perfectly happy. I lived in a tent for damn near 60 days, 30 days, 90 days before.
Oh, you know.
Like it just so I have to always say that when I talk to brothers is I came here to simplify my life. So my interpretation of what to spend and how to live is going to be totally different because I make more than most people make in the States working every day. So if I can't live off of thousands of dollars in a third world country, I'm doing something wrong.
Yeah, man, you're talking real, man. I'd rather look. Let me tell you, man. I've owned a lot of different things. I've had Corvettes, BMWs, all that. I'd rather ride on my little scooter I got at the house. I got a little scooter. I'm more happy riding on my scooter than I ever was riding in my Corvettes and these notes. I feel like you're living up to something that's not real. And Sarge, you like saying that it means a lot. So on Jay, staying in, if a brother want to come move to Cartagena, what's the least amount of money he needs? I'm not talking about living rich. I'm talking about the middle. Like you're not super rich, but you're not a local neither. You're just in the middle. What's the least amount you think a brother need to kind of live?
I'm kind of in the same situation as Sarge. You know, it's like the first thing Jay did when he decided to move to Colombia was, let me tell you something. I had a HD 2500 2023 pickup truck. So anybody that knows about pickup trucks, them the big boys. I had a big 45 foot RV, all this crap, man. So I liquidated everything. I sold everything. Came over here. Now, what a lot of people don't realize, they look at the internet and they look at Cartagena and they look at some of these people that get online. Oh, you can live in Colombia for $500 a month. Man, look, total lies. Well, I don't want to call them a lie, but Cartagena is the most expensive city in Colombia. Now, I've had a chance to experience both sides. So when I originally got here, I'm like, you know what, man, I'm making all this money from my Social Security, pension, all these income streams. I'm gonna live it up. So I went and moved to Castillo Grande, which is like the Beverly Hills of
Yeah.
Cartagena. Now, rent in that area averagely 1,500. Electricity. Now this is what got on Jay.
About 400.
$500 to $600 a month. I need air conditioning. I did a little short, man.
Wait,
We
wait,
showing
wait, wait,
last
wait,
night.
wait. Hold on, wait. You just said something. We can't glaze over there. So the air conditioned wait, not what you talking about, pesos or
I ain't paid that
dollars?
in the States in my
Dollars.
3,800 square foot home I used to have.
Wow, that's a lot for the AC.
So
Now there's areas in DR like that too,
so
and you can get caught. But God, that's a
yeah.
lot.
So Colombia, this is what Colombia does. They have what they call stratus. So like if you're in a stratus 6, that's like Beverly Hills. If you're
Yeah,
in a stratus 1,
DR does that too.
it's free, right? So it's like the rich people kind of make up for the poor people.
Yeah, DR does that.
So my rent was $1,600. So let's add another 500 for the electricity, 600. Then your gas, another 50 or whatever. Man, and this is what I would say. I'm just going on the conservative. Clap cheeks once a week for 150. So that's another
You got to give
600.
at least 2 times on Jay.
Huh?
Yeah, your brother
Oh,
will
Jay,
be
that's so
Yeah.
conservative.
You gotta do two.
That's so
That's too
conservative.
conservative.
Yeah,
You gotta clap cheeks at least
That's so
twice.
conservative.
Twice.
I mean, hey, I'm trying to help the brothers out, man. You
Shout out,
know,
go
I'm
hard.
trying to keep the budget under $3,000. You know what I'm saying?
But damn, a brother guy, the brother needs 2 times.
Hey, everybody ain't got that. Everybody ain't got that, man. Everybody ain't got $3,000 and $4,000.
Now look, remember I tell
a
y'all
month.
guys, man, take
Hey,
your D up,
so
take your K2 and D3, and they're gonna help you clap cheeks right.
now
I'm
this
telling
is
you, bro,
what I'll
take
say.
that.
Most people, and Sarge probably can agree with this. When you first get there, that wolf is just crazy.
Yeah.
But I like to tell guys this, and E can verify this. When we went out last night, some other partners of mine invited me. So they up in there popping bottles and all that stuff or whatever. And so E girl, I'm telling E, look, if you buy something, you buy separately. Buy
Yeah.
you a beer, or he doesn't drink, but his girl, she drunk beer. So I said, buy
Yeah.
her beer separately, because I don't live like tourists when I live here, because I'd rather put my money into something that's going to grow, you know, like investing in these properties or whatever. Now, if you were to trust me, and this is where it comes down to the networking thing. If a guy was to actually trust me, I can get you set up here for probably $1,500 a month. But you can't be scared to venture out into the barrio. A lot of these people, man, they're just like us. They're just poor. It doesn't mean that they're bad. Matter of fact, hell, they don't look for people to rob in the barrio. They're looking for people to rob in the tourist areas.
Yeah, that's real. That's real.
So where my girl's condo is, I know spots you can rent for $300 a month, and the electricity, because it's a Stratus 3, is probably $100 a month. You know what I'm saying? Like where I live in a Stratus 3, but we got 4 famous Colombian singers that live in my complex. I'm like, if it's good enough for them, it's good enough for me. And you know what? Cam's been to visit me. Kobe's been to visit me. Miguel. Everybody loves it when they come out here to visit me.
Well, I'm about to do a month. I'm about to do a month with you coming up.
So what I did was something you touched on earlier. You was talking about you gotta fulfill a need when you're trying to make money or do a business.
Yeah.
So a lot of guys was knocking me like, man, don't you want to move to Boca Grande? If you're going to Airbnb, you should do it out there. I was like, no, I'm good. So the places in like Boca Grande and Castillo Grande, you talking $300, $400, $500, $1 million for those places, because it's the gringos basically then drove up the prices.
Yeah.
Well, I decided to buy my 2 flat in the barrio. Now, am I going to have a 10-foot fence around it? Am I going to have a guard to guard my guy, to help my guys out and provide security when they come out to my Airbnb? But I'm the same distance because remember I told you they moved the club out to the barrio. So
you're gonna
now
win
I'm
anyway.
closer to the club, as my girls say, the Pootie Club. I didn't know that was Spanish for a whorehouse, but she said the Pootie Club, so
Tell her go to sleep. Say, Mama, go to sleep. Don't worry about all that.
So I'm actually closer. So now guys, like they're gonna be within 15-minute, Uber ride to the club. So that's actually benefit me. But I refuse to pay those prices, man. But
And you guest friendly.
Yeah.
That's
So
the thing you got.
and see,
guest
like
friendly.
you said, I'm providing a need. I decided that because guys, their biggest problem with coming to Colombia is finding guest-friendly housing.
That's right.
That's the biggest issue that people have. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna fulfill that need. So, like I said, I'm putting 5 bedrooms with 5 showers, 5 TVs at the bottom, and it's gonna be a whole apartment. That's the one you're gonna have, Ronin. And then on third
floor, look, we gonna support you.
Yeah,
me,
man.
Sarge, brother E. Unlimited Cam, we will look. Let me give my brother a shout out with the $10 super chat. Stay hungry, say great live. Almost make me want to hop on live. Cabarete, Sabaneta for a year. Look, let me tell you something, man. He lived over there for a year. All these places, man, you're gonna win. The key thing is not to get too crazy with yourself. Make sure you think like a local.
Yes.
And you will win. You will win a lot more. Oh, Jay, so you're touching on something I like. You want to invest in business out there, brother Mike. Man, look, man, we can do a talk. Let me say this. I'm trying to get brothers to do this, and me and Sarge were talking about this earlier. There's so many of us. If we just pool together, and we don't all try to boss it, and we just try to come together, just in these Facebook groups. That's why I tell you guys, join on J group, join these groups. Join Sarge group, anybody, brother Flip Flop, Passport Bro, whatever. If the brothers just supported the groups, I'm trying to get brothers. If we just put $100, think about it. In my other group, we got 7,000 people in that group. 7,000 people, man, that's a lot. If each person give $250, that's like 1.7 something $million.
Bro, we can buy the whole block.
We can buy the block.
I can buy the whole block, and we have the Blue Book Cartel block or Cartagena Unplugged experience. We own the whole block.
Well, we own. It's all the same thing. Whatever, I don't care what you call it.
Yeah,
we own it all. But it takes brothers to get, and this is what we need brothers like E and Unlimited Cam for. Those are the brothers that do this. Like we might be us three at the top. We might be the mouthpieces. We the mouthpieces.
Yeah.
But you at the bottom, you got the brothers that do the real work.
Absolutely.
These brothers,
you always need your soldiers,
that's all we need.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're only as good as your people around you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And I truly believe in that. And let me tell you how powerful the internet. So everybody knows Bo Rakes. I'm Dominican Republic, right? I get a text message the other day. I get a text message from his partner that's building those spots out there in DR. And so now him and I gonna hook up. He wants to do some stuff in Colombia after he deals with Bo Ray. So like I said, man, they want to call us Pookies and Ray Rays coming over here. No, they just mad because we're leaving and we're taking our resources somewhere else, because just like me and Sarge, our money come every month like clockwork. We can afford to live in the United States off of military pension, disability, whatever you're getting or whatever. But why not come over here and flip it, man? My money turns into millions of pesos over here, not hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars. I did a video one time. I said, you want to see how to become an instant millionaire? And I went to the exchange and exchanged out like $5,000. And that was like millions of pesos, man. Do you know what these people would do to have millions of pesos, man? It's crazy. So
that's why you LeBron James over there. That's
man, it's crazy. And I don't like
driving.
I agree with Sarge, man. Look, it's stressful for me to even think about driving over here. They drive crazy. As Edwin, I don't know how he rented a car over here last night.
All right, you think that's bad? Unlimited Cam. Tell them about Santo Domingo traffic. Oh man, let me tell you. You think what? Santo Domingo will make you run off the road,
bro? Red light means optional. here.
I drive out there. I mean, I drive in San Domingo.
You a gangster. Look, salute to this brother. You drove, brother E.
Hey, congratulations to you, man.
Man, look, I take my hat off to you, brother.
I take my hat off. I ain't driving
Woo!
nothing.
OJ.
My girl chauffeur me around. Man. That's why I like what Sarge say. Get you a girl that got a car. She drive me everywhere I need to go, and I'm not mad about it. Hell, I'll buy if she didn't have a car, I'd buy her a car just to drive me around. Shoot, man, look, I like driving myself.
Well, I just like this right here too. He said a party in the Sioux is only over for the rookies. Oh man, I appreciate that.
Okay.
I appreciate that, my brother. A lot of it ain't over for the rest of us. We know the game, and the Sioux is a fun place.
Going out tonight, son.
Yeah. Yep. Look, and probably an hour and a half, you gonna be there.
It ain't gonna take that long.
I don't want you to block it.
Look, I called a moto. I had one over here in 15 minutes.
Yeah, you got to
Hey, Sarge. See, Sarge. So you talking about once a week is conservative, man. Give us a number, man. Give us a number, man.
Hey, look. I got a training schedule. I got a routine. Okay, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. That's my goal. I was.
You want my spot class? You ain't gonna get it. You ain't got it.
Yeah, man. I think Sergeant froze, man. He froze. Okay. He got a Dominican Wi-Fi.
Yeah, Dominican Wi-Fi. I see he got that Herschel Walker face right now.
Yeah, he froze.
But sitting there like, yeah, man. But wherever he at, he got way better Wi-Fi than he ever had. And
but I would say this to people that's asking, man. Listen, if you especially like I was in DR for like 2 months, man. That first week, rapid. But after that, I was like, hey, twice a week. That's it, man. I can't do no more past that. Like it's just too much, man. After a while, you just so flooded in.
Right.
Even when I went to Cartagena, man, Jay, I was like, hey, I slayed 3 today, bro. I'm good for the week.
Yeah. Sarge Power went out at the same time. Look, he's actually telling the truth because to one of my chicks that live close, Poppy, my power out. At the same time, he's talking the real deal. One of my chicks saying the same thing. So we're about to stop anyway, man. Look, I always tell people, man, we about to get on, but I know on Jay, so you got to think Sunday.
Yeah, so it's gonna be Sunday 6:00 in the evening. Life of Unc Jay.
Yeah,
pretty much. I asked all of my friends that come here because I'm like this, right? I don't think that I know everything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I like to bring people on that's just as knowledgeable or more knowledgeable than me. You know, because I don't want to. I'm like Ronin. I don't want to just be sitting there just running my mouth all night or whatever. Yeah. But we're gonna have unlimited Cam. We're gonna have my partner Gustavo. He's my partner on Cartagena Unplugged. Because this time I said I'm gonna let somebody else help me with that because I don't want to do all that work. We're gonna have Miguel. Everybody knows.
But look, hold on. What you just said. Like a brother asked earlier, what books do you recommend? I tell people, Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. And one thing, he got a chance to interview Andrew Carnegie. And he talked about having a mastermind. And like you want to have people around you that can handle certain things. So Gustavo, whoever he is, if he can handle a lot of that. And
everybody knows Miguel.
Miguel is a beast.
A guy bandana travels. He's gonna be in there.
Yeah, he come through. Shout out.
I'm gonna have my boy Brad. If you guys remember last week, Brad was a
Brad was funny.
You know, so we gonna have a lot of fun, man. So this will be my first really big stream. And I invite you guys to come check it out. And like I said, subscribe.
We're gonna support it.
I would appreciate it, you know, because it's all about sharing information. So I want these guys to be able to give you guys all the game here in Colombia. Because don't listen to people that's maybe at home typing on the keyboard. Oh, don't go to Colombia. Even though that happened to me, let's look at it like this, right? If Unc Jay hadn't followed the rules that I've been telling y'all to follow as far as how to deal with these chicks, I would be, you know, a couple $100 less, you know, lighter in the pocket. You know, I would have got robbed.
Well, Jay, let's do that. Let's do that Wednesday. Or let's I'm gonna tell I got a good show for that, but don't even go into it.
Yeah, okay.
We go in. So Sunday, you're gonna do it. But look,
Sunday we gonna have like a little barbershop, the barberia. That's what we gonna have.
Yeah, we could do that Sunday. But look, Unlimited Cam, I want you to do the same thing. Start getting ready where we're gonna support you.
Yes, sir.
Sarge, we're gonna support you. I'm going to always support the brotherhood. I'm telling you, brother E, you, brother Sarge, that's what we need to be doing. That's the key for all our survivals. Like people don't realize, people want to get on the island. You know what happened? You on the island, you fucking starve to death. You need to have brothers. That's what's going to happen to you on your island.
That's right.
We all need to be together like the Justice League. And listen, one person might be Bruce Wayne, the other person is the Flash. You gotta know your spot and be happy. Be happy. Look, you might be Robin, Ninja. If you Robin, be happy being Robin.
That's
exactly.
But look, you know what people want to say? No, Ninja, I won't be Superman. Man, you got 3 subscribers. You ain't no Superman.
Right.
Be happy with your 3 subscribers.
Not everyone can have the spotlight.
Yeah.
We all
guys, brother Edwin got an Airbnb in Cartagena. So Edwin, if you could drop that link, man. He got a spot that's friendly. I think you got one in DR too, man. Drop the link.
And I'm gonna tell you one reason why I also started the group back up, so guys can get information, man. So I want hey, look, if you got an Airbnb, I'm gonna let you promote it in the group. We all can shine. You know what I'm saying? And it's all about getting the information out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not selfish. I'm not just gonna say, well, it's only gonna be on Jay's Airbnbs advertised on here. No, brother.
No, support everybody.
Or whatever, go. Just show a brother some love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me get a little discount or something, on the Airbnb. But
that's black
real talk,
stuff.
man.
That's black
it's all
stuff,
about
man.
getting the word out, man, and working together. And like
even
with Edwin, man,
we don't like doing it.
Yeah, he came on my channel and I saw his subscribers are going up because the guys on my channel was actually interested in what he had to say. So it's all about spreading love, man.
Well, look, you're gonna see what I tell anybody that start the YouTube journey. And on Jay, you listen to me the most. On Jay did the like when you put the effort in, and you give YouTube, they're gonna give you. And I'm telling you, any of you guys do this. My platform is always open to the brothers. Because like one thing I have that on Jay have and the sergeant have is a study income. A lot of brothers don't have a study income, so they guard the little bit that they have. They don't want you on their platform. Right. They don't want you to they try to hold it so people like us, because we got study incomes. I get a check every month regardless because of I got Section 8 houses. People gonna pay, the government gonna pay me regardless. Well, so I don't care if I get a YouTube check or not. I'm gonna get one. But if YouTube come in tomorrow and say, "Hey man, we ain't getting you nothing," I'm like, "Okay, I ain't jumping off the bridge." You know what I'm saying? I'm good.
Right. If they shut our channels down, we're not gonna put the gun to our head. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
We're not gonna hate on each other.
Are really hurting right now, man, because they've been shutting down a lot of channels.
Yeah, brothers hurting. That's why they start hating. Man, you see that Sergeant Sosua coming in here. You see that man. He ain't nothing but a passport trick.
Let me put this out on live. My YouTube money go to my chicas.
Yeah. What's wrong with that? Ain't nothing wrong with that.
So if you go hate on this,
and the Presidente Fund.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Everything else is for.
Look, I don't see nothing wrong with a brother. If you are enjoying your money, look, even me to a certain degree. I got my lineup, my YouTube channel, people, my lineup, my little crib over there. We do everything I need, and I live off my other money, man. But we about to stop this stream. Look, I always say, man, if we 3 hours in, I always say, man, I'm about to stop. I always say I'm gonna do an hour. It never go. But the brother said,
we got good content, man. Because if we didn't have nothing to talk about, we'd all be looking like, man, let's shut this down. This is not going well.
Yeah. Shout out to Mr. Sosua. Like, look, it ain't about flexing. You don't have to really flex. Flexing is the wrong word. I tell people, man, you just got a better lifestyle. Look, Look, let me ask y'all brothers this. Do a white person feel bad? Do a white man feel bad because he's white? He has
No.
the advantage in the United States. He's white. So why should we feel bad if we in another country and our money? If we Americans, we all Americans. If we go to any country in the world, we have more than the other person.
Right.
Don't shame me for that. I don't feel bad because
Hell no.
I'm rich in some other place.
I look at it like,
I'm damn near rich in the United States. I ain't saying I'm not Puff Daddy, but shit, I'm good in the United States.
Whatever person got, especially being black. If we got something, half the time we had to work our butt off of it. You know,
Yeah.
where was some of these
You work
dudes
twice as hard.
when I was dropped off in that sandbox? You know what I'm saying? And I got bullets flying over my head, and I'm seeing stuff that I can't get out of my head right now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I look at especially my veterans, man. Anybody that's getting something from the VA, they deserve it, because if we would have got killed over there, they would have just sent us home in a box to our mom or our wives and gave a flag and say thank you for your service and a couple $100,000 check or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm never gonna. And the thing about it is, we all have a choice. And Elon Musk, he not worried about flexing. You know, they got Bill Gates, all these NBA players and NFL or whatever. But us as regular people, man, and I dealt with that with my friends growing up. I'm gonna tell you this. I got one friend, and I was a popular guy that supports my channel, that I grew up with. All my supporters are totally strangers, new guys. All the guys, I done seen guys come to Cartagena 3, 4, 5 times since I've been here. Always show me love. But them cats that I grew up with, you know what they say? Man, Jay think he all that. Nah, brother. Because if I thought I was all that, I wouldn't be trying to give out game to help other brothers out. I wouldn't be trying. I would be like on that island by myself. But who wants to be on the island by themselves?
Well, see, look, but you're saying something this brother's saying. Look, that's why I respect people like you, because a lot of dudes do this. So look, Mr. Sosua, Mr. 2 Sosua 36 is saying the truth. Nothing wrong with flexing. I'd rather flex than beg for money.
Absolutely.
A lot of YouTube, man, I'm telling you, he's telling the truth. There's dudes that get on YouTube and man, they beg.
They got 10 links to money.
They like Dr. Umar, hit the cash app. They want
to put this out real quick. It's not a flex. Too often in our community, we judge a man by where he's at and not where he's been. That makes me sick to my stomach when I hear that, because you don't know what the hell I had to do to get to this point.
Exactly.
You don't know if it was whatever it was. Ronin talks about all the time when he was living in his car. Jay talked about when he was at his lowest. You know, Cam might not have hit that yet, and God forbid he do, because he get enough game to where he don't.
Yeah, he got enough game. He ain't got
all of us have been to a point where we were at our lowest. That's why the suicide rate for men is so freaking high in the United States, right? Because brothers get to that point, they're killing themselves. So I always shoot back at these clowns. They got, and I'll say it, clowns. They got something to say about anything any brother is doing, because you have no clue.
Preach.
What I had to do to get to this point, be it in military, being a truck driver, being in real estate, or whatever you have to do. So I look at them brothers, like I say on all your lives, that is female behavior.
Yeah.
And I will call it out every time. It is female behavior. Only that species of humans care about where a man is at in his life, because they're opportunists. And that's all they want to do is come up on something. If you're a man and you're worried about where a man is at or what he's doing, that's one, because you want what he has. That's female behavior.
Yeah, that's female
because
weird.
You haven't figured out how to get to where he's at, and you're only listening to the end of the story. You don't know what that brother had to do to get there. And to me, that will always be. So I call them out. Anytime I hear it or I see it on these lives, I call these people out, because that is female behavior. That is not male behavior. Instead of listening to Brother Edwin, instead of listening to Ronin, instead of listening to Unc Jay or to Cam, who's traveling, making all this money, you have something to say about somebody showing out or sticking their chest out. Brother, I live in Sosua. I could walk around here and be 600 pounds and do whatever the hell I want in Sosua as long as I got some money in my pocket. So it ain't no flex. It ain't I'm bragging about nothing. It has nothing to do with that. Until you can read a book or see something of what I had to do to get here, the people I had to bury, the bodies I had to help, the people like I told Jay, and I said on your live before, I've taken a life, I've saved a life, I created a life.
Yeah, that's real.
Okay, that's 3 things that most men on this planet ain't never. It's not a flex.
That's military. That's real. That's real.
I respect. So don't question me about what I'm doing or where I'm at, or if I'm flexing or trying to show out. It's all about I'm finding my peace. And any man that is not celebrating another man finding his peace is a female. That's how I feel.
Man, I feel the same way about, because I see people say, I hate Cartagena, or I hate, this is why I hate Sosua. I'm like, God, if you're a man, why would you say that? That's just a weird. There's dudes on YouTube got whole videos that say stuff like that. I hate. This is why I hate Sosua. This is why I hate Cartagena. I'm like, I mean, black men. I'm like, you as a black man, you should know what men go through. Why would you say that? But man, we're gonna see. It's already 3 hours, man. We're gonna stop it.
We can go on and on, bro.
We go on and on. We're gonna stop this, man. I know Yoga wanna get, man. Sorry, man. We're gonna do Yoga, man. You got look, Yoga, man. Email me, man. We can do things like Yoga. Email me at roninthewondingtravel@gmail.com.
Man,
but look, Yoga,
the truth, man. Give Yoga 3 minutes, man.
Yoga. But look, Yoga, we about to do the thing on Jay. Jump on there. Look, jump on there Sunday with the brothers.
Sunday at 6.
Sunday at 6. We're gonna support it on Jay. I'm gonna support it.
Ain't no football games on, is it on Jay? Stop tripping.
No, that's why I put it at 6.
No, we okay,
Jay.
I did the same thing.
But look, we can only go 2 hours because I know a lot of brothers like the nighttime game. So that I put it in that sweet spot. So we gonna hit hard and fast.
Uncle Jay, we can rotate the live streams from different channels.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Days.
Yeah.
Some days on my channel, some days on your channel, some days.
That's what it's all about, man.
Limited Cam, Sarge. Let's just do we will do it on days like that. Yoga, man, I'm telling you. Sunday, like look, Yoga, man.
I'll let him on if he come on Sunday.
Yoga, man, send me your information, man, and you can jump on with us all the time. Yoga drops the game. We about to stop. Look, so one of my women like, where you at? You ain't called me yet. she like, look. So she like, Jody, old lady, let me smell it.
I just got the donde está. I just got that text.
Yeah, we got the same.
Mine just walked in the room like the game on.
Yeah, so we had 3 hours, man. We out, man. We stopping it, man. Listen, man. Shout out to
Jay. Put the chat for 6 p.m. tomorrow so they can just know, so they can have it. Just add it there and then maybe send it to
that's Sunday.
In the description.
Get the notifications too
for Sunday.
So you know.
Yeah,
Life of Jay, 6 o'clock. We're gonna get it on. I'm gonna have all the guys on and that want to travel and want to get on the show. And let's talk
man. I will support it. I will put it out.
Appreciate it,
that's
brother.
That's what we want. And Unlimited Cam, man, the same to you, man. Once you get ready to start doing it, we're gonna support you. Once Sarge is ready.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys.
The whole key is to do it. I mean, I gotta go subscribe to your channel, brother E.
Yes,
sir. Send me an email, man. Look, I'm telling you this because I ain't gonna remember.
I try to keep bouncing back.
Man, look, go to roninthewondingtravel@gmail.com.
Okay, I'll try it again.
Description too.
Yeah, it's in the description. Yeah, hit the description. Try to do that, and man, so I can definitely subscribe to you, so I can put you out there. I want the brothers. To me, it's about the brotherhood, man. But look, we're gonna stop the stream with my favorite song, "Poppy." You say you love me, but you never, ever, ever give me no money. And I'm gonna tell you, that's what the women will say to you. You love me. Why you not sending me no money? So that's the song. The women, we out. Listen, man, this is good. See how good this is. This is the new Donahue, man. This is the new thing, man. This is the brothers. That's what it's about, man.
See
And
y'all
shout out
on
to all you
Sunday,
brothers,
man.
man.
See y'all on Sunday.
Sunday,
Yes,
get on
sir.
OJ channel, Sarge, E, all of us, man. Let's support the brothers' channel. And I'm gonna tell you, Sam, whenever you're ready, we're gonna support. Let's grow the movement. And who not? And look, whoever not with us, we roll over.
Yes, sir.
That's it, man. So we out, man.
You have a good night. Be safe.
All right, man. Y'all
Shout out to God.
All right, guys.
All right, my brother. Shout out to all you guys, man. I appreciate all you guys. Don't get even with all your money. Gotta get no good. Sunday, make sure you hit Jay. We're gonna do this. That's how I do this. Yo, man, I appreciate you, brother. Email me yoga at Ronin, the one that travel at gmail.com. Any of you brothers, man, y'all want to get on? Yo, I want all y'all brothers to get on with the brotherhood. That's what we do. And while other people hate, we're my congratulations.
Me susurras dulces palabras al oído. Dices que me amas, pero sé que tu juego es claro. Siempre se trata de los pesos, el dinero que necesitas. Tu amor es una moneda sembrando semillas. Papi, you say you love me, but you never ever give me no money. Money, 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 money. Papi, you say you love me, but you never ever give me no money. Money, 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 money. Te di mi corazón, mi alma, mi tiempo, pero para ti el amor es solo un signo de pesos. Ahora veo a través del brillo y el encanto. No ser engañado, no caer en tu trampa. Oh. Papi, you say you love me, but you never ever give me no money. Money, 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 money. Papi, you say you love me, but you never ever give me no money. Money, 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 money. Así que aquí está Dios, me estoy alejando. No más juegos, no hay más que decir. Dices que te amas, pero es claro como el día. El amor sin dinero simplemente se despide.
Need a passport, cartel, catch flights, not fears. Globe trotting heavy in heels and wheels, living lavish, loving love, in exotic seas, sipping life with a side of dreams. Jet set, let that luxury is our norm. Stamping passport storms, we just reform. First class seats to lands unknown, making every time zone feel like home. Champagne popped and work shopping never stopped. From Tokyo Towers to Parisian rooftop love. International, no borders, just hearts. Passport cartel playing all the parts. Paints under the stars, different each night. Eiffel views, northern lights so bright. Language of love, fluent in awe. From whispers and vanish to Rome's nightfall. Hand in hand across sands and seas, with the world at our feet life's a breeze. But no mistake, beneath these stars we roam. A wolf in each of us, fierce and alone. Loyal in the pack, wherever we stride. Passport cartel, with pride we abide. Like wolves we wander wild and free, masters of our destiny. Just let it be, together yet alone. Under moonlit skies, in the silence, alone wolves cry. The thrill of chase in every place. With every new face, life we embrace and grace. We no place, life we embrace. We the passport cartel, catch flights, not fields. Globe trotting heavy in heels and wheels. Living lavish, loving large, in exotic seas. Sipping life, inside a dream. So here's to the nights where we live in love, with the stars above and the world to shove. Passport cartel, forever we fly, chasing the horizons where our dreams lie.